sportsbookreview.com. It's game 2. We got the Rose Bowl, and then later on tonight we'll switch to another video for the Sugar Bowl. So I think this has the potential to be the best game of the day. We'll see how it goes. Max and Tyler are back with me. Everybody will be filing in slowly. So, Max, the Wichita State under looks rock solid.
I wouldn't go as far as saying rock solid. We're at a live 146.5. So for anybody that got 150 or 151 or around there, it's a lot more cut and dry. So for the show, if the show hits it, I'll be happy because then I'll be able to fucking do what I want on the show because I'll be 1-0.
Yeah, I saw it get as high as 157.5 before it started to drop down. So people had the chance to get even a much better number than the number that we made official.
Yeah, so the key is in these games, like if you have the opportunity to live bet them, what I told my guys last night on my Maxwell Smart StreamYard was that even if you have a game that started off low scoring, like this South Dakota game, and you have the over, there's always an opportunity to fucking at least even out and just be down the juice. And in this name of the game, if you can go 1-1 on a play that you either capped or incorrectly, or you had unfortunate circumstances happen within the game, then that's always a big winner. Alabama, put on the fucking board, cash that shit. Big boy bet day. Big boy bet day.
All right, so Minnesota money line plus 220 is a winner. I'm sending these to the social media site for
also,
SBR.
Jay, what hat are you wearing right now?
Alabama hat.
So give me a roll tide roll, motherfucker.
Yep, roll tide roll. Minnesota plus 3.5 second half was the winner too, right?
Even money,
Boys,
yeah.
You see that hat? You see that hat right there? That's a hat that fucking crushed all the souls that were stupid enough to put their fucking money on Michigan money line. Don't do it again.
What else was were there any other winners? The basketball game's not official yet. Were there any other winners that we made on the show, Ant?
Hold on, let me look and see.
I know you guys had some bets pre-game, but
no, none of my pre-game bets count for the show because they all started before we even went on air. Other than the Predator Stars game, we did give that out before it started, so that would be a loser.
Yeah, that's a loser. Yeah, but they only want the winners. So.
Oh, the social media feed only wants to win. Yeah, I think that's all we gave out. Like the
Minnesota money line plus 220 winner, Minnesota second half plus 3.5 even money winner, and I guess that's it. We'll start. We'll see. We'll wait for the basketball game, and then that's it. On to the second game.
Yeah, I think we're looking good on that basketball. We're talking by basketball game. You mean that Wichita State under?
Yes,
Wichita.
Yeah, according to my Action Network app, the under in that Wichita State game has an 85% chance of hitting.
It's at 144.5 live right now, 130 to the under. Wichita's missing a whole bunch of free throws. They're in the bonus. East Carolina's can continue to foul and put them on the line. That's what I'm watching and seeing in this game. Fouls can fuck us. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I'm worried about fouling. I don't like it.
And San Diego State's not pulling away like they should have.
Nope, but there's still time also. There's still 7 minutes left. They're up by 12. They're up by 4 in the second half. It's a methodical thing. They don't need to beat Fresno by 50. They just got to beat them by freaking 13. So I'm feeling pretty good about that game regardless.
So for this next game, Jay, you're on Wisconsin, judging by the T-shirt.
I haven't made a bet yet, but that is my plan. My plan is to get on them. I'm going to watch it. Hopefully, I can get a better line. Spread is on Wisconsin -3.
Where did Spread go?
He went to grab some food. Al Mack said he might pop in to say hi for a little while. So, but yeah, no, I don't have a bet yet. But my plan is to take Wisconsin at some point.
Like, where the fuck is this East Tennessee State game? Like, why can't I find it on this fucking ESPN Plus shit?
What about you, Ant? What do you got?
I just don't want to bet this Wisconsin game.
Tyler, would you believe me if I told you you're not on the tweet again?
They I don't even want to talk about it. It's almost like whoever runs their social media is missing a chromosome.
No, who's doing it? Because I'll send a polite message just reminding them that we do have
I honestly don't know.
Whoever's doing it needs fired.
I think somebody might have just got the job.
Big E says Oregon game under 55. Actually, that's kind of, we've only really talked about the sides on this game, on the Oregon-Wisconsin game, and I don't like either side. But the total, I definitely don't mind the under, although the under's at 52.5 I'm looking at. So 55 is a way better number if you want the under than what I'm looking at here.
You guys like the under? I mean, I guess I lean under.
Well, you're looking at the 10th and 9th rated scoring defenses nationally playing against each other. Although a lot of that for Wisconsin skewed by the fact that they had 4 shutouts early in the game against horrific competition. So, and also Oregon you could say Oregon scoring defensive numbers might be a little bit skewed due to the fact that they played in the pissant Pac-12. But I mean, it's still both teams do have good defenses here. And you're looking at a total in the 50s. And how can you possibly say that a 24-21 game is impossible? I don't know.
You can't.
Big E says 55. I'm looking at 52.5. I would definitely bet an under 55, but 52.5 is a little bit meh. What I'm looking at.
I see 52.5 too.
Al Mack, can you explain to me how the fuck we lost the under in the Winter Classic, especially in Dallas, Texas? Like, shouldn't that ice been fucking shit?
Yeah, it wasn't though.
It wasn't. I know it wasn't, but should have been. It should have been.
I don't know. I think that notion might be getting overused. Like, I mean, maybe a couple years ago, but it seems like the technology, they seem to be able to get the ice.
So what, you come in here and you throw fucking shade on my shit right away? Is that how it is, Al Mac? Come in here, you throw fucking shade.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
To be perfectly honest, Max, Al is using the foresight of 2020 hindsight to give his opinion on what the poll in the game should have been, while we were just being dumb monkeys going Winter Classic under dirt.
No. But I actually wholeheartedly believe that the majority of American event producers are not up to the quality that we have in Canada, hence wouldn't be able to put quality ice surface.
Max, they use Canadians to do it though, and I know that for a fact. So that's why the ice is so good. That's like in Vegas. That's why the ice is so good. All the people that work here end up getting shipped out there.
Well, I didn't know that because the early years, it was all American people doing it.
I thought the fucking Rose Bowl was on the same channel. I look over, it looks like Ellen DeGeneres is about to fly off the fucking stage by her ears.
Yeah, she can get it.
Oh no, it's on ESPN. Son of a bitch! I gotta.
Did you just say what I think you said?
Yeah, I did. Play it back. Play it back.
Max said he would fuck Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen's a lesbian that I would bang.
I would rather fuck Anne's screen picture.
It would be a battle of who would be on top. That's what it'd be. It'd be a battle.
Well,
She
Max
looks
might
like
have
this.
a point.
She looks
Given
like
the
this
fact
kid
that-
that used to be at my neighbor's house and just run around the yard.
Well, given Ellen DeGeneres' normal preferences, you would have to imagine that even at her age, it's still probably nice and tight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fuck, it's like banging a fucking It's like banging a 50-year-old Christian virgin.
Oh, those don't exist.
Well, 30-year-old ones do.
Oh yeah, those do exist. Oh, it's super creepy. I grew up in like a evangelical home, and I'll tell you, like, if you are not from an evangelical background, you have no idea the severity of the. Let's just say they're very, very conservative. Those people, very conservative.
So, Al, what are you on in this game?
What game? Georgia Baylor
The Rose Bowl.
or Wisconsin Oregon?
Yeah, the Rose Bowl, Wisconsin, Oregon.
I like Wisconsin, and I think I like the under. I haven't made a play on it yet, but I took Wisconsin -3, and I think I'm going to go under 51.5. I just think both these teams are going to run the
51.
I already.
Where are you getting a 51? Oh, I was about to say, where are you getting 51.5? I'm staring at a 52.5. And Big E in the chat was liking 55. I like the under. I like the look on the under too, Al. I just want to know what number we're going to find an under at.
I bet it's small on the under, so I plan to bet it larger as the game goes on. It's not. It's not my strongest play of the day. My strongest play of the day is the under in Georgia Baylor. I think that game's going to go way under. I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up 10-3.
Oh, call a shot. Hey, it's up to 42.5 now, Georgia Baylor. I actually agree with you. I really like the idea of this game not having a lot of points. I just have a hard time betting a college football game under a total in the low 40s, just kind of on principle alone. Do you think I just need to get over that and take the under because it's going to be 17-14?
Yeah, and Georgia 10-3 to the under this year, and Baylor 7-6 to the under. I just think that this team is gonna. I think Georgia's only chance to beat Baylor is to grind them out and to just I think they're gonna have to go for it at some point. But I think both teams will play ultra conservative. That's why I think the total is so low. Everybody knows this.
Yeah, going back to the Wisconsin-Oregon game, am I silly for not wanting to pick a side on this because I can just see both teams winning this game by 14?
I don't like Oregon. I was heavy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was high on Oregon at the start of the year. Very good anymore. Wisconsin 7-4 ATS is a favorite this year. 8-5 ATS overall. Oregon only 6-5 ATS is a favorite. 6-7 ATS overall. I just don't have any faith in them at all. So I'm going Wisconsin.
My question is, you said you were high on Oregon at the beginning of the year, but you don't really like them anymore. Why? The last data point we have on Oregon was the Pac-12 title game where they blasted Utah. So, why would you not like Oregon anymore when literally the last time we saw them, they completely made Utah their bitch?
I think that was more of a failure of Utah. The game before that, they played Oregon State and they almost lost. And Oregon State is a shit team, and Oregon had trouble with them. I just think I don't know. I don't believe in Oregon. I did, and I just seen the expectation kind of went down, and I just think that Wisconsin is a much better team based on what we saw against Wisconsin do with Ohio State. I just think that they have more of a I guess motivated. They're more motivated, in my opinion, to win this game, whereas Oregon might just be happy to be here.
I think Wisconsin's a better team. I really do.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Right now the money line is minus 160. Trying to find a better number than that. I really don't see a better number than that though.
I bet Wisconsin -3, minus 120. I bought the hook, or I bought off the hook. I thought that was decent value, getting in minus 120.
Bet 365
I just think, yeah,
-3 minus 115 right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be putting on when I bet it with my local. Will be the -3, minus 115.
I can get it -3, minus 110 right now. That's minus 110 on both sides.
Wisconsin team totals 27 and a hook. I think that they're going to score over that.
17 and a hook?
27 and a hook.
Oh.
Really?
Oregon defense.
You don't like the Oregon defense? Ninth nationally
I
in
think
scoring defense?
I think they're good, yeah. I just don't think that they're going to – I think they are at such a disadvantage on the offensive and defensive line. I think that Wisconsin offensive line is going to blow them off the ball every down.
But if you're Oregon's defense, don't you just stack the box and make the quarterback beat you by the throw?
Everybody's tried to do that this year, though, T. Only, I went back and I watched the second half last night of that Illinois game when I was in bed, and they should have won that game. They just pulled up and they let Illinois sneak back into that game. Take that loss out of the equation, right?
Yeah.
They lost to the second or third best team in the country twice. Other than that, they've been flawless.
Yeah, that's the issue I have, is trying to compare these two teams. The problem I have trying to compare these two teams is you don't have that many data points with either team versus top competition. They basically pissed all over weak schedules all year. And then Oregon's one data point where they played a really good team in Auburn, they lost. Although the caveat to that is they did lose on a last-second touchdown at the gun, but they still lost to Auburn. And then in Wisconsin's on the side of Wisconsin, they played 3 games against top competition all year, and 2 of them were the Ohio State games, and then one of them was the you would say the Michigan game. They blasted Michigan, but then they got blasted twice by Ohio State.
Bro, they beat Minnesota by like 25.
Well, okay, they got 4 games. All right, they got blasted by Ohio State twice, and then they beat Minnesota. And
but Oregon would lose by
Michigan,
40 to Ohio State. We know that.
Would they?
And what does the Utah win mean now?
Well, what does it matter if Oregon would lose by 40 to Ohio State? Well, Wisconsin would have lost by 50 to Ohio State if Ohio State didn't let up in the second half of that first game. I mean, Wisconsin was down 31-7 at the half to Ohio State.
Who doesn't lose by 40 to Ohio State?
I don't think you're understanding what my point is here. My point is we do not have that many data points with either one of these teams playing great teams. And the data points we do have where they did play great teams, neither one of those data points are really that convincing either way. That's why I'm saying, how do you compare these two teams when Wisconsin played a shit non-conference schedule and
Iowa is better than every team in the Big 12 in the Pac-12, bro. Other than probably maybe Oregon, and who knows? Utah just got blasted by a 7-6 Texas team. So I
told you that was a huge
that Utah win. I don't know what that Utah win means now for Oregon, considering what I saw last night, right? But Iowa is better than every team in the Pac-12 than probably Oregon, and I don't even know anymore about Utah, right? No, Minnesota would probably destroy every team in the Pac-12. Right. Look what they just did against Auburn. They only have 2 losses this year, too. One of them is against Ohio State. Right. Michigan is better than 80,
I don't.
90% of the teams in the Pac-12. They beat them by 21. So, like when you're sizing up the competition, all these mediocre teams in the Big Ten this year are better than the whole Pac-12 because this is a really good year for Big Ten football. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Other than a down Michigan State, right?
That's why.
Go ahead, Mac.
Sorry, I was just going to say that's why I just kind of disagree with Ant. I agree with him with like Oregon. I don't think Oregon has played as many top teams, but I think the Big Ten, it's been an up year, and I think Wisconsin has played decent edition as compared to Oregon, and Ohio State blasted Wisconsin, but they were one halftime adjustment away from winning that fucking football game. So I just think, I don't know. I just think that Oregon might be outclassed here. I wouldn't be surprised if Wisconsin crushes them, to be honest.
I just think it's the advantage in the trenches that's going to kill Oregon.
Yeah, my view on the game really is I just don't know. Is basically what I'm saying when I look at these games, because the out of conference schedules with either one of them, you don't have that many good data points between the two teams when you're trying to compare out of conference, and it's very difficult to compare in conference on in conference. And I know the Pac-12 is shit in bowl games this year, and we want to shit on that
every year.
I mean, but I mean, when it comes to bowl games, it's really difficult to judge things based off of bowl records because it's like you have different motivations with teams in the bowl games. You also get a lot of situations where you got like a 10-2 team versus a 7-5 team, especially if you have because of how they rank, the rankings on where you are in your conference and which bowl slot you fall into gets skewed if, say, your conference has a team in the playoff versus they don't have a team in the playoff. And that's a much more semantic argument, but the overall point is like it's hard to tell how good a conference is based off of bowl records because you aren't necessarily having the second best team in the conference versus the second best team in the conference playing each other in the bowl. You can have the number 2 team in the conference playing the number 5 team from the other conference playing in the bowl, depending on how those slots work out. And the other thing is like it's really easy to say the Pac-12 is shit this year, but the problem is our data points with Oregon versus our data points with Wisconsin are almost all within conference. I mean, it's hard to know. That's basically just what I'm saying. Do I think Wisconsin can roll Oregon? I definitely could see that. But I've watched Oregon plenty of times this year. Oregon's a good fucking team. Can Oregon roll Wisconsin? I wouldn't be surprised either. That's why I'm in this situation until I start watching the game and I can live bet it. I just don't know enough, and I'm not confident enough on either side to bet it pregame.
I would be surprised if Oregon rolled Wisconsin. That would mean that they're much better than I thought they were if they roll Wisconsin.
Well, I think Oregon's a good team. I think Oregon's a really good team.
I think they're a good team too.
The Arizona State loss was
Wisconsin's on another level.
Oh, I think Wisconsin's a great team also, but that's my point on this. I'm like, I just don't know what to think of how I want to rate these two teams against each other because I don't have that many comparable data points when you want to look at who they've played, like their cross data points. Like they don't have any common opponents. Wisconsin's out of conference schedule was 3 nobodies.
Right, but one factor we do have is that the Big Ten's way better than the Pac-12. Right?
I don't think that's debatable. I think the Big Ten overall is definitely better than the Big 12. But, I mean, I don't really care how good, Oregon State would be versus – Oh, the under?
Wichita under?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but, when we say this conference better than that conference, it's like the ACC's fucking terrible, but they got the best team in the country. So, overall the Pac-12 is way worse than the Big Ten. I mean, I don't think that's debatable, but does that mean that Oregon is way worse than Wisconsin? I don't know. That's the crux of my argument, though. It's like my argument's just a I don't know kind of argument on this game. It's like I'm not really making a case to bet Oregon here. I'm trying to just make a case of saying I want to wait until we start watching the game and I can bet it live because I don't think I have enough information from either side to ascertain whether one team is that much better than the other.
I think Wisconsin is going to be pissed off by the way that they let they let everything slip away, and I just think that they're gonna ease themselves into this game, and then in the second half is when you're really going to start to see them like take control of it based on how they played against Ohio State.
I figured it would be probably somewhat close in the first half, and they would pull away.
So I'm going to start checking the chat here. Coco Pongo says Max's Wichita under was an easy cash. Ken Peacock is on the Wisconsin money line and Georgia money line and put them in a parlay. Beach Boss says, I wasn't here earlier. Did anybody doubt Alabama?
No.
No, not really.
And we hit the Minnesota money line at plus 220. So it's a good day so far.
I really I see a comment in here. Where's that comment go? Yep, Chris Brady. I really like Chris Brady's comment. We should highlight this.
Obviously, because she's the one person that agrees with you.
Well, I mean, he's agreeing with me when I say that we just I'm not trying to shit on your guys' play on Wisconsin. I'm just my personal opinion on what I've been able to see is I don't see enough of an advantage pre-game to determine which one of these teams has an advantage for me to want to actually put my money on it.
Half that stadium is green and half that stadium is red. Jesus Christ.
Here's some food for thought.
Corey H said Oregon Speed always hold on. Go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, just
comment.
So dogs in non-playoff bowl games since 2018, 25 and 39 plus 5.02 units to the money line, 34, 29 and 1 ATS, and they are 14, 12 and 1 ATS coming into today, not counting the two previous games. So I guess it'd be 14 and 14. Yeah, so right down the middle of a dog.
You love those trends, Almac.
Well,
yeah, the ones that pay.
Money line. How often? Now, here's a kind of a way to look at this game too. How often do you think Oregon wins the game straight up with it being a 3-point spread?
Would you say?
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Oregon win?
Yeah, how many times? Play this game 100 times. How many times does Oregon win the game?
40.
How many times do they win the game or cover?
Win.
40.
40?
Yeah, 40.
So
40.
If you're saying Wisconsin wins 60% and Oregon wins 40%, right now I'm looking at a minus 155 to plus 135 split on the money line. So I can't even find value, according to you guys, on betting the money line straight up. Because
but yeah, I agree. The betting the favorites in these bowl games is negative EV in my opinion. Like on the money line, that's why you have to go into it. That's why you got to go into it and bet live.
If Herbert can get time in the pocket, I think Oregon will win. If Wisconsin's just all over him and our offensive line is just pushing Oregon around, I mean, we know what's going to happen then. Jonathan Taylor's going to rumble for 230 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, Taylor's going to own this game, I think.
Rude Vol says Wisconsin is the pick, guys. They're at least 7 points better. Don't overthink this play.
I'm with Rude Vol.
Oh,
I think I'm going to go on the Iowa.
Oh, Fred, tell me your opinion because obviously you like Wisconsin. So let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I just think they're going to be so much better in the trenches on the line of scrimmage. I can't imagine. I know Oregon's got a pretty big defensive line, but these guys from Wisconsin are big boys, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Oregon's seen to prepare them for this.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I can't disagree with you there, Spread. I am so fucking pissed off. Can we all just agree, though, that this game should be on ESPN? Why the fuck? Either that or I need to just bite the bullet and get cable. Now I got to stream this.
Yeah, dude.
Bullshit. I cut the cord years ago. I'm not going back, Spread. I'm not going back to fucking cable.
I don't think I've had cable in the entire 2010 decade.
Yeah, that's where I'm old. I love my satellite TV.
Oh man.
I have the internet.
The
DeAndre
problem though with
posted
the
Oregon's
internet
got a
is
good.
the internet's great unless you're trying to live bet sports and your stream is 2.5 minutes behind the live play.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor is minus 475 to score a touchdown in this game.
It's a little
That's
Do it.
That's a
unnecessary.
little steep. Well, we got a few minutes here to like break down some other stuff besides the old side and total. Minus 475. I don't even. My book won't even give me a Jonathan Taylor anytime touchdown prop. That's how bullshit that is. His
I can't
rushing
bet
yards
player
is
props.
153.5.
Jay, what book are you getting these player props at in the fucking anytime touchdowns? 365?
FanDuel.
Oh, FanDuel.
Yeah, I can't bet player props on in college.
They have
At least
Yeah.
not right now.
they have Jonathan Taylor receiving yards. They don't have the balls to put a Jonathan Taylor rushing yards prop.
Jay, you know,
What's the
I have Jonathan
What's the
Taylor
receiving,
rushing
though?
at
Because
153.
what's the receiving though?
Tyler?
Because there's
Hold on,
What
Mac.
is-
What did you say, T?
what is his receiving yards? Because mine don't have to do with this game. Mine's got to do with a game that already happened.
Receiving yards. Oh, they do have rushing yards. They just dropped it. 148.5.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
that's rushing or receiving.
Rushing.
Because this is the thing. What is the
They just took it off the board.
receiving of the backfield? What he does a lot is he'll catch that little
Yeah, he catches
hook
the
route
screen
on the
and
behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
Yep.
So the receiving yards might have some value.
Wow, 148.
But Jay, I forgot to tell you, we missed out on a free $330 we could have picked right up off the fucking ground.
Why?
DraftKings had a special when LSU was playing Oklahoma and Clemson was playing Ohio State.
Yeah.
Over 5.5 touchdown passes, Joe Burrows and Trevor Lawrence combined.
Trevor Lawrence
where
got
is that?
help in the first quarter.
Where is
Lawrence
that
could have
prop?
fucking died and not even played in that last game, and you won.
Where is that prop at?
That was on DraftKings like last week when those two games were played.
Oh, okay.
But that was a free $330 you could have picked up off the ground.
That's true. It was plus 330, or
It was one of their specials. You were only allowed to bet $100 on it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But still, that's a free $330 right off the ground.
Yeah, it is. Jonathan Taylor had 148 rushing yards against Ohio State. So what's that mean? He goes for fucking 380 today?
They had a fucking stealth bomber flying over the stadium. They about to blow this shit up.
He had 76 yards against Minnesota. The problem with him is he'll break 2 70-yard runs, and then you're fucked. He had 222 against Purdue.
That's Purdue.
I wouldn't ever imagine betting the under on that.
204 against Nebraska.
I think 140 is low in my
I was
opinion.
at that game.
250 against Iowa. Fuck me. I'm betting the over.
They don't even
Yeah,
give them player props. Them sons of bitches.
yeah, I can't bet them either. I would hammer that over in my opinion.
Hold on, what do you have his player prop at?
50?
Hold on, what do you have? What number do you have for him?
It's like 140.
148.
I have 153. Should I still take the over 153?
So you want to bet $1,000 on the under, and I'll bet $1,000 on the over and see what we could get.
Maybe.
It's like I rather not.
Maybe we'll get lucky.
No.
You pussy. 203 against Michigan. Come on, bro. These are Big Ten teams that the kid's running for.
Yeah, he's going to crush.
I'm going to bet the over
He's gonna-
153, though.
I'm betting the over 148. I'm doing it. Fuck it. Let's see how much they'll let me bet it for.
Michael Madden says he needs 91.5 to get 2,000 yards. So he's got that in the back of his mind.
I'm taking over. Jonathan Taylor rushing over 153.5. Jay, you're getting at 148.5. I mean, I don't think that 5 yards is going to matter when he goes for 200, right?
He's gone over. He's gone well into the twos, like 6-7 times. Let's see if they'll let me. I'm trying to bet a modest 336 to win 300. Let's see if they let me get this prop in.
Oh God, Judge Judy's on. Fuck this. Some old
What
lady.
number are you
on that
seeing,
one.
Jay?
148.5
What's the juice?
minus 110.
Let me see what I got at minus 110. I'm about the same.
They let me
For
put
5 dimes.
Nice.
For 5 dimes at minus 110, I got 156.
All right, so we're gonna make that an official play.
Got 156. I got 153. Jay always gets the number. That selfish whore.
Poke and choke.
Max, did you the only thing so far is Wichita State, right?
Wichita.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the only thing I made official because I fucking yelled it and interrupted Anthony to get it in.
All right, Minnesota, we could take that off the board. Auburn, we could take that off the board. Oh, wait, did they go over, bro? We had Auburn under 60.5 as an official play.
Yeah, and it officially cashed.
Oh, I got to add that. I got to add that.
What?
Our miracle under there? That was the miracle on 34th.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
How the hell we hit that under is still beyond me, but we did it.
Well, it's actually, I know you say they're not indicative, but that's been the trend of every bowl game we've watched so far on Liveline.
Tyler,
I
did
looked
you
like
bet it?
I was going to sail over in the Bama game, and it never got close.
It's not there to bet.
They won't let you bet the Jonathan Taylor props?
It's not there to bet. It's just not there.
On FanDuel.
Nope, not there.
You don't have a player prop tab?
Nope.
Wow, that's bullshit.
Why don't you send Tyler a screenshot of your tab so he can find it? Because if you guys both have FanDuel, then
no, he knows where to look.
Some laws.
I'm in the Wisconsin Oregon game. There is no player props in this game.
You might not be allowed to bet props in your state.
I think it's one of the things. Yeah, they must not give them to me.
What about Justin? I have Justin Herbert passing yards, 249.5. What do you guys think about that?
I think he could go over. I think it depends on the game flow, though.
Jonathan Taylor to have 150 rushing yards and Wisconsin wins the game, plus 150.
Oh, buddy, that's easy money, dude. In my opinion.
Jonathan Taylor rushes for 3 touchdowns or more, and Wisconsin win, plus a nickel.
3 touchdowns or more is a lot.
Jay,
Jonathan Taylor gets 3 touchdowns, they're winning.
Jay,
Yeah,
if you don't bet that fucking Jonathan Taylor fucking and win touch, and
I know.
You'll be sick at the end of the game.
The board, Max. They took it off the board on me because they're doing the coin toss right now. That sucks. I would have bet that one rather than the 148.5 had I seen it first.
David Collins is in the game for South Florida. He just came in. Coming off the bench, fucking 3.5 minutes into the game. It's not going to make
You
a
didn't
difference.
care, though.
I don't give a fuck. SMU's going to fucking bend them over, split them like a fucking rotten peach. Fucking let's go, Mustangs. Roar, roar. And just to let you know, Alabama won, and Alabama's great.
Okay.
And also, so you know, if you need to get a degree from Alabama, just go to McDonald's and buy a Happy Meal.
That's actually very true.
Why are they? Do they give out degrees in Alabama for the university at McDonald's?
Well, the lady that Al Mack and I were sitting beside at the James Naismith Classic told me that.
My mother, who grew up in Alabama, and is a diehard Auburn fan, basically said everyone who never went to college who lives and is from Alabama are Alabama fans. People who actually are educated are Auburn fans. That's from my mother, throwing shade on Alabama.
In the first video today, we had 5.2 units worth of winners.
What about the losers, though?
Well, what plays were made official?
What did we lose on?
The Winter
Nothing.
Classic loss.
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
minus 1.1 units. So that
1.1. No, that
was the only
like
one.
125, dude.
Yeah, no, it wasn't 1.2. I got it at under 5.5 minus 120.
Hey,
So
Jay,
that's 4 units. Yeah.
the Vucevic prop that's going across the bottom of the screen, you got to put the over 11.5 rebounds. It just says his name.
Oh shit.
I don't want people to think it's Vucevic and Fournier over 19.5 points. You want people searching for that prop.
What was the juice T on that?
Minus 106.
And what was the juice on the Fournier?
It is minus 108.
Hey, Jay, I know we don't like giving out minus 200s on this show, but do you think either team scores 3 straight times? The yes on that prop is minus 210. The no is plus 165.
Isn't that prop better for just a half if you can, and not
Yeah,
have to do it for the full game?
I prefer that prop full game, but I've only bet
No,
that
because
prop
you
like
want
3
the
times
fourth
in my life,
quarter.
so.
You want the fourth quarter because if there's a blowout, if a team might score in garbage time, right? That's why I bet yes a lot on that prop, is because if there's garbage time or if it's a blowout, the other team has a chance to get you live again at the end of the game. The biggest win that I've ever had.
What does Jay
Go
in
ahead.
Jersey? Can you be a proxy mean? What does that mean?
He wants to send you money to bet for him. Jake, Max is on the Creighton under.
Oh, bro, I'm already getting limited. Never
Listen,
mind.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
It could be a real dirty loss. It could lose in the first half. This Marquette Creighton total, but from the numbers that I have, it says that it goes under by a couple points. So that's why I played it. I think that Creighton cannot allow Marcus Howard to score 10 3-pointers. The fact is, without Kobe McEwen in the lineup, and if he is in the lineup, we don't know what the status of that thumb injury is. I gotta go with Creighton. You got Denzel Mahoney finally eligible. He's a fucking big dude. Well, he's not big. I mean, he's a big guard that can come off and give you scoring. And to go along with Tyshawn and Marcus Zagorowski, it's hard not to like Creighton in that spot. And Creighton's gonna have to keep them out of the paint. So Marquette doesn't want to score too much from there, but they do have guys that can.
Question, Max. Marquette Creighton props. Marquette Creighton over 19.5 3-point field goals made in the game.
Well, if I'm on the under, so the way that I'm looking at it is I'm looking for one of them to struggle from the 3-point line.
Oregon's moving this ball.
It's a lot of.
Yeah, they are.
It's a lot of threes.
It is a lot of
the
threes,
dime.
but they've averaged
all
together
Creighton,
about 18 something, close to 19.
Right now,
I
spread
don't
for
see much value in it, Ant.
people in the chat are asking. Spread and Almac are on Wisconsin right now, -3. I am gonna live bet the game.
And if this drive continues and you're like Wisconsin, you could up getting a pretty good number here.
I actually bet football today, guys. I bet my 2 plays on.
I love it. I actually bet hockey, Max. So this is we're branching out here in 2020.
New year, new sports to bet on.
It's just that I said that I
New
wouldn't
year,
bet
new
any.
me.
It's just that I said I wouldn't bet any other sports until college basketball was over, and like I just couldn't do that. Like I'm an FCS.
Well, you got to bet the Australian Open, Max.
Want to know how I know you're lying when you say that?
Why?
Guess what comes back before college basketball's over?
What?
NASCAR.
Oh yeah, NASCAR. NASCAR's an exception, but it's not a sport. It's just driving. It's like poker.
I'm not gonna argue.
Hell, that's your Uber driver, Max.
Yeah, I will. That's what I'll be like. Listen, bro, you can be a NASCAR driver. Just fucking drive fast and get me there sooner so I can spew fucking chosen one fluid.
Pay that guy to take out all the other guys in the race that we don't have money on.
Chosen one fluid.
I knew Ant was gonna fucking not like that one.
Yeah, I know. You were just throwing that bait out there for Ant. We all just swam right by the bait, but Ant couldn't help himself.
Exactly. Oh.
Chosen one fluid.
Listen, if you got it, spew it. SMU's up by 10. Let's go, you son of a bitch, Mustangs. I will not touch any of your mothers if you fucking cash this trio for me.
Oregon goes in here, you get a nice price on Wisconsin money line if you want it.
Oh, what a fucking Isaiah Mike, you bad motherfucker. Damn. Oh, Wofford's in this shit, bro. Wofford is in this shit. They're like, yo, ETSU, we beat you the last 2 times in our fucking conference fucking tournament, stopped you from going to the fucking madness, and now we're in your building giving you a fucking fight for your motherfucking life. And we're playing zone on your bitch asses. I love it. Love it.
So what do we think so far, guys? Oregon's moving the ball.
Well, we have to see Wisconsin.
Yeah, what one question is no matter what it is, are we taking the second half under?
I'm leaning that way, Ant.
I won't because I'm already on the under, but I don't disagree that that's a solid look. Wisconsin's still favored.
Yeah, I mean, I like to say, every game is its own individual. One game doesn't correlate with another game. Like, what does it matter what happened in a game earlier
that's incorrect,
today?
though.
What about 10 games, though? The 10 games
It's incorrect, though.
What's incorrect?
Yes, they do correlate. Yes, they do correlate because the human factor is the market, right? The thing with prime time unders in the NFL, all those things, it does correlate when you look at it in the market, right? If teams are if this is an angle that's not being looked at and we're the only people that are figuring this out, the market, you know what I mean? So they're putting up the second half total larger than it should be, right? And so that's the flaw in the market, and we just have to expose that flaw. That's why things matter, because they base everything on the previous games, right? They base the scoring, they base everything on previous games. It takes some time to correct from that. So if we just blindly bet those angles, you'll clean up, and it'll dry up eventually. But in that meantime, you'll clean up.
Yeah, but what Ant is saying is at the foundation, what does the Auburn Minnesota total going under? Why does that mean that the Wisconsin Oregon game is going to go under? You know what I mean?
Well, because the bookmakers base their numbers on how much action they've gotten, right? Because they think that we're going to do the same thing. Because if the first half went over in 3 games, they're going to put that first half a little bit more higher than it was. You know what I mean?
No, the first half total is just a derivative of the full game total.
Sorry, I meant to say second half.
The second half total is a derivative of the full game total as well. It's taking in the amount of points that are scored in the first half and trying to balance it out as much as they can with the full game close.
But say if, you'll see this in basketball all the time, if you can get a second half line before the game starts, the second half line will be 50 or 108. But if a whole bunch of points, like 130 points, have been scored, the second half line is different than what it was when the pregame was, because they had to adjust, right? So if you have that second half original line, you have the value. And that's how you have to look at it, of just blindly betting if you have the angle for it, because you're exposing the books, because the books are going off of all the previous trends.
Oregon just marched right down there and went clack, clack, clack.
Yeah, they did.
clack their way right down the field.
Can you guys answer a question for me? Why doesn't college football, especially in bowl games, have reserve seating and seating specifically for different fans of different teams?
Well, I think they do, Max, because half the stadium is green.
Yeah, they do.
The other half of the stadium is red, like split right down the middle.
Oh, because the view I saw a ton of red within that Oregon fucking cheering area.
Yeah, I did see some too. Yeah, but if you when they go to the blimp view, you'll see like the majority of one half the stadium is green, and then the other half is red.
I feel like if you purposely separated them, like the Wisconsin people got to sit over here, the Oregon people got to sit over here, you're gonna get some drunk guys at some point during that game trying to get onto the other side and talk shit. And it's just shit, just not
but
good.
This isn't a story, like this isn't a huge rivalry or anything. Like I'm sure these two teams are not hateful of each other.
Not the teams.
Yeah,
fans get riled up when they're drunk.
When Oklahoma plays Texas, half that stadium's burnt orange, and then the other half is that burgundy.
Yeah.
See, I think that's important, and like there has to be like an emphasis more on that. I think that it creates a better atmosphere and a better product for us to watch. Not from a betting perspective, but if you believe in the motivation of fans motivating college players, then that's what you would want. You don't want your guys spread out. You want them loud and fucking proud in one spot, just like TFC does with their fucking.
Yeah, look at soccer. Yeah, exactly. Look at soccer. That's the way. Yeah, and you get a lot of. I don't know. There's two ways to look at it. If you look at it with hockey, you get a whole like a mix of different different fans all amongst each other, and I think that's good because it keeps that when you do that and things stay civil, it keeps like. It's a peaceful thing, right? It's fun, but when you split them up, it all depends. It really, honestly, all depends.
Boys, Wofford is down 4. They are coming for some Buccaneer ass, baby. Let's go. SoCon, what a conference.
What's the money line?
I can't lie bet it. I have Wofford full game, and I have the under. But it's just exciting to watch fucking Storm Murphy fucking work. You lose Fletcher McGee, you lose fucking Kayvon Aluma, like you lose Cam fucking Johnson, whatever, or no, some other fucking dude, I can't remember his name. But just seeing these guys come back, you know? ETSU was talking so much shit about how like this game means so much to them. They come out so strong in the first half, and now they're just getting fucking backed down by Shez Goodwin. Shez Goodwin just keeps on taking the ball, fucking to the low post, and just fucking turning around. I like it. It's conference basketball, boys. It's a tennis jet.
You can get Wisconsin. You can get Wisconsin plus 3.5 right now. Is that going to the house? Yeah, the fuck it is.
It's going to the house.
There goes that Wisconsin plus 3.5.
I'm still behind.
Who got the touchdown?
1 point game.
Oh,
kick returner.
When he says that going to the house, I'm like, ooh, did Taylor just run it to the house?
Jay, can you bet Wofford live? Do you have a line?
I can.
What do you got?
I got the bullshit Canadian plus 124, plus 176 now.
That's not good for our prop, Jay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they scored on the
sideline right now.
At the number, like spread wise.
I mean, it could be like
4.5. 4.5.
There would be like 3 minutes left in this first quarter before he.
I would wait a couple more minutes. I'm gonna watch it for you, and then I'm gonna freaking ask you, and then I'll give you a good update when you should hit it.
I'll play it. Yeah, I'll play it for sure.
Because there's 8 minutes right now. There's like 8 minutes right now, and they're far from the bonus. So I don't think free throws are gonna come into it.
Wofford.
I clicked on Bet365 to get Wisconsin plus 3.5 plus 110, and then it goes to the house.
Washington is Wofford.
I know. I was thinking about that too.
Yeah, Almac.
Wofford's plus 208 right now, money line.
Oh, so they must have just scored another bucket.
The score is 40-37.
Okay, so yeah. Fuck that plus 200 seems like value, bro. a little run from Wofford, and they could go back up fucking the 3 points. You could fucking find yourself in a middling position. I mean,
Hold
a
on,
free
I'm
roll
gonna.
position. What book are you betting it at?
Fucking 1x bet.
Oh, 1x. Yeah, I don't have an account with them.
You use 1X, Mac?
Yeah.
I see their fucking advertisements in bootleg movies.
They're good. They're good, man. I don't know. A lot of people have told me that they're scam, but I've never ever once had a problem.
Oliver,
with them.
fuck off. Scratching
Robert Allen said Wisconsin won't score another touchdown. I'll lay odds on that, Rob.
That's a bold statement.
I'll lay odds on that.
We didn't even get to see what Oregon's defense looks like.
Hello, Oliver. Hello. Yes, I see you. Hello. Yes, you're such a dog. Yes, I know. So old.
That NBA game's going to tip in 30 minutes.
I got some NBA plays that I'm going to give out in a moment.
I know. You're going to sneeze. Don't sneeze on me. Don't sneeze on me. Don't sneeze on me.
LSU just landed the +1 outside linebacker prospect coming in next year.
I
Why
would
do
like.
they want to go there? Why
I
would
would
they
like
want-
plus 300.
Oh, shit.
That Wisconsin scores again.
They're minus 150 money line right now.
That's it. All right, go on. Hit the bricks. All right, feeling pretty good on this SMU total at least. I need fucking
All right,
play some defense a little.
Max, I bet 1% on Wofford plus 220.
Yo, I think it's a solid percentage fucking shot to fucking play.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like-
Max, they got a question about New Mexico -10, and I didn't see that on your plays.
Yeah, I haven't made a play on it. It's a 10 o'clock game. And the line isn't really moving, fluctuating that I have to like jump to it. The way that I'm looking at that game is there's some suspension and injury issues with Carlton Bragg and no JJ Caldwell for New Mexico. Once I know the status, whether they're playing or not, I'll be looking at it. But it's a spot where my numbers like New Mexico first half -5.5 have not bet it. And I'd be looking at the under. I think that if New Mexico is going to win this game handily, I think that they got to stop San Jose State from scoring the basketball fluidly. And I think that we've seen San Jose State when they upset Hofstra, when they played a couple other games, the team can put up 75 if you let them. So defense is going to have to be paramount.
He said if I could bet it, I'll hold the bet. What do you want to bet, Rob? What odds you want on that?
What is he trying to bet?
That Wisconsin won't score another touchdown.
There's got to be some massive plus money on that one.
What would you set that line at, Ann?
Plus 500.
I'll lay it. I'll lay it.
No, like plus
$2,000.
1,000, plus 2,000, something crazy.
No.
Wisconsin won't score another touchdown.
You're on the fucking 30 going in, bro. Come on. Stop.
Who's on the 30 going in? Wisconsin.
Yeah, they just threw a pick.
Oh,
Yeah, they just got an interception.
okay. Like this is why I hate the fact that this game's on ESPN. I'm just looking at the kickoff right now. Fuck you, kickoff.
You're still watching the kickoff?
Yeah, I'm just seeing the replay of the kickoff. And the penalty.
Same.
Fuck, I'm watching the replay of the interception.
Well, la-di-da.
You fucking goddamn American.
And I'm not even on cable.
It
I'm
is
streaming.
incredible that this game is not on Channel 5 or Channel 7. It really is.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Rose Bowl. Do you know that there are
What's on
only
instead?
there are only two sporting events older in the history of this country than the Rose Bowl?
What the World
What are
Series?
they? U.S. Open and what else?
The World Series and the Triple Crown.
Really?
Wow.
Rose Bowl's older than the tennis U.S. Open?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, let's get the first yards that we need from Taylor here, huh? How about
That's
that?
what they said on ESPN anyway. I mean, who
No,
knows?
it's true. The Rose Bowl has
Yes.
been going on since 1889.
ESPN has been known to be wrong.
Oh, it's the Rose Bowl.
I gotta look up I'm looking up the U.S. Open right now.
Look up that Rose Bowl fact, because the Rose Bowl's been going on since 1889. It's older than the World Series.
What about the golf U.S. Open too? Hasn't that been going on forever?
Why is Justin Herbert such an idiot? Someone should cut his fucking hair.
No, not the Masters has been going on longer than the U.S. Open.
Yeah,
The U.S. Open in tennis started in 1881.
Their helmets are really nice.
So there's ESPN being fucking retarded. There you go.
They fucked you on that prop the other night. ESPN's
They
really
did,
off.
bro. What a bad beat.
Yeah.
Do you know that was my only beat in a 9 for 10 day? Those motherfuckers.
Yeah. The 1902 is the very first Rose Bowl. January 1st.
Why did they fuck you on a prop?
Max, listen to this, bro. I look at the ESPN box scores during the Rams game on Sunday, right? It says Brandon Cooks has 3 receptions. His total reception live prop was over 3.5. So I said, all right, he needs 1 reception in the second half. We're gold on that. So about halfway through the third quarter, they change it from 3 to 2. He gets the reception. I'm happier than a pig in shit.
Didn't you realize you still need 1 more?
And then I realized I still need 1 more because they fucked up, and I never get it. And he finishes with 3. And we live bet the NFL all day Sunday. I went 9 for 10 because of that one prop.
Wisconsin's offense, that's probably about as bad of an offensive series as they possibly could have asked for there, Jay.
Oh, damn it.
Dude, this chat is on fire today.
Fucking mutt.
Dude, I can't even keep up. Robert Allen's in there. He's definitely puffing his chest out right now.
Wait a minute.
What's up, Robert Applegate?
I saw won't score again. I didn't say won't score a touchdown again.
He said touchdown, Jay. That's what you guys said.
Yeah, there's fucking 3 quarters of football to be done. Like, relax.
More than 3 quarters.
They kept them to a field goal. Wow.
I will be honest, though. That was like literally the worst possible offensive could have ran there. That was so bad.
Right. And if you're Oregon, you got to feel good about that to absorb that kind of fluke turnover and then stop them like that.
I will say this, from watching a lot of Wisconsin games, if it's not Taylor in the red zone, Wisconsin has struggled. If it's not Taylor in the red zone, Wisconsin has had a difficulty converting to touchdowns in the red zone.
He's a huge percentage of their offense.
Yes, yeah. Especially in the red zone.
That's why his touchdown prop is almost minus a nickel.
Yeah. If they get inside, it's almost automatic for him.
The funny thing is minus a nickel's the kind of shit you would bet, Jay.
I know. But I can't do it on a touchdown prop.
I'm going to be honest. Like, I just kind of joking.
He could get hurt. He could get hurt.
I was stunned to see you bet a plus 200 money line, Jay. That's not really something I'm used to seeing you bet.
Sunday night, I hit plus 280 on. I hit a plus 1600 anytime touchdown prop. We
talk about touchdown props.
It's not like we don't take our opportunities at plus money. Our average line is plus 140.
Yeah, I'm joking with you because you lay so much wood.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to lay the juice. That's true.
RB
Fern makes a good point. Oregon's defense is legit.
Yeah, Oregon's defense is legit. I mean, the beginning of this game, I know it's the beginning of the game, but it's kind of highlighting the point I was trying to make when I heard you guys saying you really liked Wisconsin here. I didn't necessarily disagree with you that Wisconsin could win the game. I was just trying to make a point that, I mean, do we really know that Oregon's bad? I mean, it seemed kind of.
Everybody has said Oregon's not bad, bro.
Yeah, I think Oregon.
Just wait. I've been down this road with Oregon before. Just wait. Just wait and see how they fucking fold into themselves.
And Wisconsin's defense,
Oregon made
really good.
Oregon made fucking Oregon State look like a fucking legitimate football team, and they're not. So just wait. It's gonna get bad. Trust me.
That's a rivalry game, though.
Well, I mean, he threw an interception already. There's 8 minutes left in the first quarter.
If you guys want dice this defense on the first drive, you can't ignore that.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you.
They carved this defense up like they were a surgeon in a surgical room in the first drive.
Well, if he throws a pick every other drive, they're in trouble.
Not if they can hold him to a field goal.
Man, Tyler's coming in here with the fire defending Oregon. I like it. I appreciate someone else being contrarian on the show besides me. I feel like I'm always the one trying to take the other side.
That's your niche.
Well, I mean, it's not that I'm trying to take the other side. It's just that I try to avoid overreactions and just wanting to jump on the bandwagon and slamming one side over another. I mean, it's like
no, and it makes for better radio if we disagree. If we all just jump on and say Wisconsin's awesome, and then 5 people say yes, that's not much of a show.
Can there be a bandwagon in a 3-point spread?
No.
That's true.
Although honestly, I'm not even sure if it's not so much that like I disagree as much as it's I don't think that I just don't like the number. You know, like in today's game, you know, like this morning was a perfect example of a bunch of people who are terrible at betting sports thinking that they're awesome because they bet Alabama -7.5 when they bet the worst possible number they could have bet all fucking.
There was 8.
Yeah, there was 8s too. Like, but the game was sitting
I'm just
at
messing
7.
with you.
No, but I'm saying like the game was sitting
Yeah,
at 7 for 2 fucking weeks, and people are waiting until the morning of the game to tweet out how their play of the day, Bama -7.5. And you just kind of, as an experienced sports bettor, you just kind of got to look at that and go, you just bet the worst. You just waited for it to move off 7 and go to 7.5 to take them. So now if they win by a touchdown, you get hooked. Like,
because they need other people to push them. They need somebody to push them. So, it's at 7.5 now. They're for sure gonna win. That's the mentality that builds fucking Vegas and builds fucking
people
New Jersey.
are rewarded for being shitty bettors all the time.
Yeah,
that's nothing new.
Yeah, another thing too that kind of blows people's minds when you want to say this, but did you know? Like, I know you know this, Jade. You guys are all aware of this, but being able to handicap a game and being able to handicap and break down a game is not synonymous with being a good sports bettor.
No.
Right. I mean, like Warren Sharp has some of the best
we've had this
breakdowns available in the NFL, but his takes aren't that well.
This is not old. This is not new news.
It's new news. It's new news to half the people who bet.
It's 2 different skills. One is number based and having like not letting your biases come in, and the other thing is actually just knowing the personnel, the schemes, and freaking understanding the game from like an in-game basis.
Why? If you're a punt returner, why do you try and take the 6 inches they leave you on the sideline right there and not try and get to the other side of the field?
Are you guys, Tyler? Are you noticing?
He got lit up for that.
Yeah, he got popped for staying on that sideline.
He did.
Tyler, are you noticing all this sparkle? Every time Oregon lines up at the line of scrimmage, there's just like a sparkling quartet.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It's pretty
I love
cool.
it. I just like Oregon right now because of their helmets.
I could say one thing: Wisconsin's defense did look good on that drive. They stopped them. So
a lot of people in the chat shitting on Vegas Dave. and I would like to follow
that's
you guys on
easy.
that one and shit on him too.
I'm gonna sell Vegas Dave fucking will play on Friday.
Did you guys see what happened to him the other day?
No, what happened?
He
I
tweeted out
yeah,
the Western
retweeted
first half winner, and he's like, "How do I do it? How do I do it?" Ended the video. Next play, pick 6.
What? Hold on, back up. What happened? Because I
The
don't.
video is on our Sports Keg account, bro.
Yeah, he
Western
he put
Kentucky.
up one of his videos for Western Kentucky first half. He's like, "Western Kentucky first half winner. How the fuck do I do it?"
He's a fucking crumb.
Next play, because there was still a minute left, pick 6, and they tied the game. And then they went up 3, so the other team won the first half.
God.
And then he deleted the video off of Twitter.
I'm
And
out.
everyone saved it, and I was killing him for it.
What a fucking crumb.
Al, you watching this shit? Is Al even here still?
Yeah, I was here.
What?
Are you watching this
What?
Wofford game?
What am I watching?
Fucking Mutt just missed 2 fucking free throws.
No, I'm just
Holy fucking
watching the
Maro!
live.
Oh, you're watching it live. The live.
Garrett,
If
Garrett
I-
Kerr in
if
the
I
chat
watch,
says
I'll
he heard
start
that Vegas
having
Dave likes
anxiety attacks.
Wisconsin not to score another
Yeah, I'm just-
touchdown.
Nate Dogg said he just wants to get drunk on Bailey's and coffee and yell at the TV.
Vegas Nate Dogg just changed his name.
I'm gonna change mine to Vegas Max. I got the fucking man.
I'm gonna go low budget. I'll be Reno Spread.
Vegas Max.
Yeah, Vegas Max with the Manischewitz play of the fucking day.
With a what?
The Manischewitz play of the day.
The Manischewitz play of the day is the greatest
Is
name.
that one of those like weird cheeses that Jay always eats?
That's the greatest name for a,
No,
for
it's
a whale play ever.
It's like the wine that you say like the brucha's over when you're celebrating.
Oh,
Shabbat
speaking
or
of wine,
holiday or something.
Wow, Wisconsin has 10 points, 1 total yard.
They just got a couple
Nice.
more right there. Wait till your stream catches up.
Yeah, I'll
They're
say
like
they got
4
like,
now.
they got like 4
Okay.
now.
speaking of wine, so I do go to the Walmart this morning to grab some stuff for me to cook, and I saw a
You
big
cook?
old. Yeah, I actually got.
I didn't know that.
I actually got food in the crock pot right now. I'm making French dips tonight.
I thought you was exclusively off DoorDash.
I used to. I mean, I used to cook all the
It's
time, but
expensive.
you know, the thing is, like, I do these shows all the time at night with Jay. I don't have time to cook dinner anymore. I used to cook on the show.
I'm just giving you.
Oh,
grief.
but like,
Yeah, we heard about that.
Yeah, I used
We
to
heard about
cook
you grilling on the show.
Yeah, I used to cook on the show all the time, but you know, the SBR wants camera setups and blah blah blah. They don't like me to just fucking have my iPhone picture of me as whatever. Anywho's, no, but I'm at the Walmart, and apparently they got a little overzealous in trying to get rid of their leftover champagne. They had a shopping cart full of champagne for $1 a bottle.
How much did you get?
Oh, I bought 30 bottles.
I would have too. That's
And
fantastic.
it's like, yeah, I put the cart
No,
Yeah.
I literally,
I would just start like
I know.
spraying it around when we went
Yeah,
to
I
bed.
mean, what
I know.
Put it on the board.
I mean, like,
Start
so
popping bottles.
if you're in one of those cities,
I now own a champagne company.
yeah, like if you're in one of these towns, like it's not one of those big Walmart supercenters. It's one of those Walmart neighborhood market grocery stores.
Okay.
So I'm like I'm going up to the self checkout because I have the stuff I need for my French tips to put the roast in the oven or to put the roast in the slow cooker. So I grabbed the stuff to go with the roast, and then I looked at the shopping cart and it was a shopping cart full of champagne and it said $1. I looked at there was a manager up there. I'm like, is this right? He goes, yep, that's right, $1 a bottle. I'm like, oh. I immediately walked over, grab a shopping cart, come back, and start loading it up.
Hey, shopping.
The only reason why I didn't get more than 30 bottles was because like a few other people noticed. They're like, "Hey, wait a minute, what is that $1 bottle?" So we all just like cleaned that fucking cart out. Apparently, like they went the entire morning. No one noticed that there was a $1 bottle of champagne cart sitting up there. But as soon as I asked about it and just started fucking cleaning the house, like 4 other people were like, "Hey, what are you doing?" "Oh, $1 fucking champagne." And like literally the cart was gone in like 2 minutes. But I got like 30 bottles.
Hey, did you see Kevin Taylor's comment, Ant?
I can just picture it now. Bunch of fucking Midwesterners realizing there's fucking liquor.
I was just gonna say, what's a normal bottle of champagne cost? $2.30.
Buddy,
No,
if you want Dom P, it's like fucking $200 in.
No, bro, not the
Well, it wasn't
bottles
Don
that
P.
are in the cart.
No, like your average grocery store champagne is anywhere from like
Bambino.
yeah, it's anywhere from like $5 to $15 a bottle if you're just talking about like normal everyday grocery store champagne.
Yeah,
You know, if you're looking at like the Brut or whatever, you know, like there's like Andre, which is a popular brand. I mean, you know, those champagnes like Carlo or not Carlo Rossi, the other Rossi one. But yeah, they're like anywhere from like $5 to like $15, you know, $5 to $20, something like that. I think these bottles, like normal price, were like $8 bottles, but it's $1 a bottle. Who the fuck cares if it's like high society champagne or not? All I know is
No, you definitely do because I've had Moet, I've had Ace of Spades, I've had Dom P, I've had multitude of different champagnes.
I don't mean to kill the wine,
better it is,
but I made a lot.
It looks like men playing with boys out there right now in the trenches.
I took the under 61 and a
Hey,
half.
live play.
Yeah, I think that's
wow. Herbert just got fucking smashed.
I think that's a good play. Yeah, it's literally like men and high schoolers.
Those are
It's
some
like,
hot Wisconsin.
it's like both defenses
61?
and both offenses.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it was
That's a good.
It was
58
and a half.
it's
Bet
so much that
365
it's not even available
and a half
anymore.
now.
I'm trying to get it
58 and a
at
half, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a 1-point game in Wofford, East Tennessee State right now. 49-48, 19.6 seconds left. ETSU with the ball, but Wofford's going to get it.
All right. I got it in, guys. I got the Wisconsin under in at 60 and a half. I like that look.
Hey, a couple questions in the chat. We'll have Tyler and Al Mack jump in, and then I can give my opinion too. They want to know about the Suns Lakers. What do you guys think?
Let me look at my notebook real quick because I already kept that game. I like the first quarter.
The Lakers.
Go ahead, Matt. You give out yours first.
The Lakers are 11-4 ATS in the first quarter at home, so I bet Lakers first quarter -4, and I think that's it on for me in that game. Yeah, that's the only bet I made in that game.
Official in that game, but everything my numbers line up with is the first quarter under 54 and a half, first half under 110, Danny Green over 8.5 points, Anthony Davis over 10.5 rebounds. And
anything you're making official, put in the chat. I don't have room at the bottom.
Nothing for that game yet. That game's not till 10:30.
Yeah, we were just talking about it because we got some good questions and some good conversation about it in the chat.
Really quickly though, can I say Washington first half over at home 11-2. That's my biggest bet in the NBA. Washington Orlando first half over 113.5 -107 is what I got. That's my 3.8% is what I'm betting on that.
My favorite spot in that game is Vucevic's rebounds. I don't see anybody stopping him from just grabbing every board that comes off of that hoop unless it just bounces away from him. I mean, Washington don't really have a big man right now with Brian out. And
I also like
Bill's supposed to play. I don't know if he's going to start or not.
I also like Orlando first quarter -1. The Wizards are 3-9-1 first quarter ATS at home. So I'm just going to ride the trend as I do and bet Orlando first quarter -1. And then I really like Milwaukee first quarter, even it's a big number -6.
He missed both free throws. 8 seconds. 7. Let's go, baby. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get a fucking shot off, you mutt. Oh, you fucking retard. Fuck.
Oh, just
Wow, what a bunch of fucking cocks.
there was some comments in the chat about Andres about $6 a bottle.
You can't even get a shot off? Wow.
Did you see Triple Q's comment, Ant?
I was about to say there's some comments in the chat about Andre being about $6 a bottle, and about 15 of the 30 bottles I bought were Andre. The other ones I think were like Brut, BR Brute, whatever. I don't know.
Triple Q said make a $5 bottle of wine into a $200 by chewing a piece of gum first. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, all I know is I'm going to be one of those high society homosexuals for the next year, as I'm going to be drinking mimosas for Sunday brunch for quite a while.
Jesus Christ!
I'm going to have mimosas for Sunday brunch, baby. Woo! If you
I'm
want
a high
Sunday
society.
brunch,
I'm
come
a high
on over to
society
this.
heterosexual that drinks mimosas every morning.
Every morning?
I can drink mimosas every morning for the next 6 months. I got 30 fucking bottles.
Rich said all my wife wants for her birthday is for the sports keg to mute Maxwell.
Well, what day is her birthday?
I don't agree with that.
You're adding vodka to your champagne, Corey? Well, yeah, no, it's too good. We can't mute him.
I do want to thank
really quickly.
Tyler
this
for
is insane.
Into this under, because I got that under at 60.5 and then it went off the board. So, but yeah, this game looks like a defensive battle to me. Ron Lofton, I used to drink the champagne and bottled beers.
So really quickly, listen to this. This is pretty nuts. So Minnesota first half ATS so far this season, 8-23-1. They're getting 6 points in the first quarter against Milwaukee. They literally don't have their entire starting five is out of this game. I think Milwaukee destroys them in the first quarter. It's a hefty price to pay, but 8-23-1. If you bet against them in the first quarter every single game so far this year, you're up 12.93 units. So yeah, I'm going to be on. If I have to give some money back, I will. I like Milwaukee first quarter -6.
Oh, I mean, I like your trend there, but my God, that is a hefty.
Yeah, that's a lot for a quarter. Yeah.
I don't disagree. If you were
giving me this trend and then you said I'm going to lay the 2, I mean, I'd be like, hot giggity ding, let's go. But like 6, oh my God.
But I bet you it's going to be like 35-18. It will be the first quarter.
35. I mean, yeah, that definitely could happen. I mean, Milwaukee should definitely dick roll freaking Minnesota in this game, but that's a lot of points to lay for one quarter. I mean, you extrapolate that out through the whole game, that's 24.
I will extrapolate it.
All right. How many yards do we got for this guy?
He's only had 3 rushes, and he's averaging 9 yards a rush.
Well, so he's got like 30-some yards?
27, I think.
Oh, well, I mean, for 3 rushes, I think we're on pace then. But how about he get 15 rushes in the second quarter and we can go?
The line is definitely taken over.
I'm hoping to be drunk by the end of this game.
This gets back up. this gets back up to 60. I'm gonna bet it.
Eric Rosa says he's 6 for 36.
Oh, well, what they showed on the screen said 3 for 26. But it's ESPN, so who the fuck?
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah, this might not even be a football game. Fuck.
Why the fuck is my niece sending me a message?
You're related. Harvey Prince has extrapolated Bucks win by 72.
Yep.
18 points, huh? Jesus.
Or 24 is what they should win by. But the value is not on the full game spread. It's on that, in my opinion. The Bucks are the biggest favorite today than they've been season long.
Yeah.
Globally, the Bucks are minus 3,000 favorite. Like the average line is minus 3,333. That's what their money line is on Pinnacle.
On the Minnesota money line, then wow.
The average global price on the T-Wolves is plus 1485.
The problem with that, Eric, is you could have got Baylor plus 7 like a week ago. But I like Baylor to win the game. But I'm just saying, like, you could have got that Baylor plus 7. Yesterday it was even like 5.5, 6, I saw.
Okay. So there's not much else even happening tonight, eh?
No, I think there's some. Well, there's a shit ton of college basketball games, but
yeah, Max is in heaven right now.
NBA not a lot, and then we got one more.
I suck at college basketball.
This
Max, did you shut us off? And are you just listening to music?
That's fucking Dua Lipa.
He's over there just grooving. He's hella happy right now.
This fucking kid has got some nerve. She's
I gotta hear this.
me. No, my niece is messaging me because she asked me who my provider is. I'm like, my cell phone provider? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, it's Sprint. Why do you want to know? And then she goes, can I add to your line and then just pay for my part of the plan?
What's wrong
Why
with
is that so nervy? That doesn't sound that
like,
bad. I thought it was going to be a way better story than that.
It's your niece. Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
What?
It's like a relative.
Add my niece to my fucking cell phone plan? Bitch, ask your mom. I ain't your parent.
If she's gonna give you the money, well, I would assume that like she probably asked her mom, and
she did not ask her mom. Please.
Well, why do you think she didn't ask her mom?
Go, whatever. Go get Boost Mobile. You're not getting added to my fucking plan.
You are a fucking savage.
What the
I know.
fuck?
You should get her. You should get her to.
Wow.
You should get her to tune in.
Ebenezer Aunt over here.
Because
you should get her to tune into the show
plan.
and then get her
She's
to
like,
listen to your.
I'll pay for my part of the plan. Like, I trust you to hold a job.
If my nephew asked me, I would do it.
Well, good. You're good for you. I'm not pissing money away.
Ebenezer
why is it pissing money away though?
Oh, because she ain't gonna pay me.
Oh well, I mean, you obviously know her better than anybody, but I would do it.
Oh yeah, you're like, oh, why would you do that for your niece, Aunt? I don't, because she's not gonna fucking pay me. That's why. Come on.
I would definitely do it for my nephew, but he's got to, he's doing okay for himself.
Yeah,
should somebody
She's a 17-year-old on her third job in 6 months.
But
Maybe
I mean,
somebody
like,
else will pay for her cell phone.
what is the
Viber?
like, let's say she like all you would do is shut it off, right?
I ain't dealing with none of that nonsense. I deal with my own stuff. I ain't dealing with other people's stuff. I add a
Yeah, I don't believe in
girl
trap
or
games, but I think this is a tough game to bet because I think these guys had a great time last night.
Rich G's with me. Thank you, Rich G.
Did you see Viper's comment though? Don't skip over that one.
We have family like Ant. You don't need any.
That is funny, man.
Yeah, well,
That is fucking funny.
I'd ask him, Jamel, but he's not listening to us. He's listening to Dua Lipa right now. When he comes back, I'll query him.
Listen, look at this kid rocking out like his cock's out to fucking Dua Lipa, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
he's got his hat on. He's got his beard rocking. He had a great night last night. What a life Maxwell Smart lives.
UConn fucking mode, all right? They got a game against Cincinnati, and I gotta fucking listen to some fucking Puff Daddy victory because that's what's gonna fucking bring us the victory tonight. Okay?
Wow, I think you're the only person I know that listens to Puff Daddy. I don't think he even listens to it.
It's a fucking power song, yo. You want to listen to a song before you fucking go play a fucking game, before your fucking team fucking goes and takes your fucking money with them? Like, yo, I want my guys to bring my money back.
yeah, I like. I don't know.
Big first down there. I think they gave it to him on that spot.
Man, there's nothing like fucking
Those big boys. You got to get 4th and 1.
There's nothing like
Let those
hyping
big
yourself
boys
up.
from Wisconsin eat.
There you go.
Go ahead,
Get that
Max.
shit on. Get that
Go,
shit
Max.
on.
Go ahead,
Nah.
Max.
Now that you guys are focusing on me, I'm not going to.
That we might as well shine. Business before, but P. Diddy and the fam, who you know doing that. Yeah, right. No matter what, we tight.
Yeah, Max.
I'm not gonna sing it out loud. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I
you
can
are.
do that when I'm alone or when I'm on mute.
2 levels above you, baby. Love me, baby. I'ma make you love me, baby.
There's a hockey mix that I listen to also, but I'll actually start punching.
They have
the
hockey
fucking walls.
mixes?
Yeah, like pump up mix. Yeah,
First down.
because like back in the
First
day, I used to
down.
watch like those Don Cherry fucking rough and tumble videos, and I literally
Oh,
used
yeah,
to
he's
fucking,
out of there.
I used to go out fucking enraged, fight people on the fucking street.
Hey, I follow Canadian politics because I know that Don Cherry lost his job. So
Yeah,
I'm
Don
up on
Cherry's a
that
fucking
Canadian
idiot.
politics.
He shouldn't have fucking said what he said. He should have just kept it in his head.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
But he's an
fucking
old man.
ethnic
so-
slur. What he said.
Yeah. People use ethnic slurs towards me all the time, so I'm not really gonna fucking defend fucking any part of that.
Go ahead, John. You run that ball, big boy.
Only person that's allowed to make
Hey,
ethnic
Al
slurs
Mack
is
and
myself.
Tyler Anthony Mastronati wants to know about the Knicks and Wizards tonight. He wants money line on both. What do you guys think?
I want Anthony Mastronardi's
Um,
parlay sent to my fucking Twitter. I saw that juicy thing he hit yesterday. $20 cashing for 513. That's my fucking guy.
Wisconsin's about to be up and Robert Allen. How you like that?
Oh, we had a
Oh,
flag.
are they
We
about
got
to
a
score
flag.
another touchdown?
Jesus Christ. How many penalties can you
flag.
have?
Why don't you
We
eat
should
your
have-
fucking words, Jay?
we should have about what you say?
Maybe you should eat your words.
Shut the fuck up. How many fucking times? I mean, the kid's got 40 yards on penalties taken off the board.
Well, your big boys are fucking grabbing.
God damn it.
Ant will eat his words when they put him on DoorDash.
Yeah, but Uber Eats is fucking Jay's choice of fucking outlet.
You know, I did get DoorDash gift certificate for Christmas from somebody.
Yeah, we saw that. That was pretty cool.
Who sent that to you?
My
Al
aunt.
Mac,
So she's
Al Mac,
she's
did you have
supporting the
leans
addiction.
on those games?
Yeah, she's like, here's $100 to order some fucking food.
I like Washington.
Knicks or Wizards,
I don't
Al?
really like the. I like Washington. Yeah, I like.
With Beal back? Is Bradley Beal confirmed?
What is the?
Rich is still salty about that Ohio State game. I love it.
Washington
I'm not
is.
salty
Oh,
about Jay.
It's gonna be like
SMU, baby.
we're gonna be doing the Major League Baseball All-Star game, and they'll be bringing that up.
Like a fucking Ohio
SMU.
State game.
He said, you know that Big Ten teams have to beat the opponent and the refs.
Oh my god.
Rich, focus your energy
that what you were
on
laughing
fucking our
at, Ant?
Browns, not the Ohio State.
Oh no. My fucking niece is a savage.
What'd she do?
Well, I asked her.
What did she
Oh my
say?
God. I asked her, I'm like, why the fuck aren't you just asking your mom? And she's like, I
What did she
did. My
say?
mom thought, well, I guess my sister's. She's like,
Go
my
on.
mom, she's like, she's on cricket. She can't add me to her lines on cricket. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is cricket?
Well, I told her, like, only
It's one of the
fucking
real low
poor-ass
budget ones.
losers use cricket. And she's like, that's what I fucking told her. And my mom told me to shut the fuck up. I'm like, I almost feel bad for her. Now I almost want to let her get on my plan. I'm like, why the fuck is my sister using cricket?
I mean, why don't you have cable?
You
I
should
mean,
tell-
these things all come in.
You should tell them to. You should tell them to tune into the show and
Ow.
they'll listen to the whole reasoning.
Al Mac,
Cricket.
get a load of fucking this,
Yeah.
bro. Get a load of this. Let these fucking Americans that we're on this fucking StreamYard with have the lucky fucking option of going to McDonald's and mixing and matching 2 for $5 a McChicken, a Big Mac, or 10 nuggets. Are you
What the
fucking kidding me?
are you saying?
Oh
Yeah, but-
my god! Wow.
But
Are
Max,
you bitching about McDonald's food?
Yes.
And we don't have any health care when it gives you
That-
all
that-
a heart attack, Max. It's horrible.
sales like that are illegal in Canada. That's
They are?
That is ridiculous. I want my 2 for $5 fucking mix and match. I want that. Why the hell, you fucking Americans, you fucking deny me ESPN. I gotta pirate that shit. You won't give me 2 for $5 mix and match. You fucking shut down Chick-fil-A because some fucking LGBT and animal haters were like, oh, you guys can't fucking operate around here. Rah, 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 rah. Like, this is bullshit. I'm ending it. I'm fucking killing myself. Fuck this shit.
That's kind of unfortunate. You got Chick-fil-A shut down.
Oh my god, Chick-fil-A is so good.
I'm texting my sister. I gotta find this shit out. Like, what the fuck? You know, fucking
This is
cricket.
so awesome.
Are you gonna text your
That was a
sister
good
and be
one.
like, "Why aren't you letting your daughter go on the line?"
Why did you just,
What do you think? What do you think the delay is longer for her to get the text on cricket or for you to watch these games on
What can
streaming?
it cost? $20 a month to add a line?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, something.
just get her to tune into the show, and we'll have a whole aunt family fucking intervention about the Cricket Mobile,
Yeah.
right?
No. You should also fucking tell her to start a GoFundMe page. Tell her to start a GoFundMe page.
GoFundMe.
Yeah, I don't think cricket has texting. I think it does. I mean, I text my sister all the time. I just didn't realize I was texting the peasant line.
Yeah, no. There's phones
Cricket
that you
Mobile.
can't text. All you can do is call.
Yeah, they still have
Taylor's got
Pigeon?
7 for
Or there's
37 right now.
Hey, Christopher Hogan says Amazon Canada has weed delivery and we don't.
No, it doesn't. That's not true.
Oh, okay.
If that was
Um,
true, Amazon would be like just the best company on earth.
You can. No, you can't. The Ontario government is too smart to let that happen. Yeah, I was gonna say
That is so
Washington
outrageous.
14. Washington is 14-9-1 as a dog so far this season, ATS. So that is why I bet Washington plus 3.5. The Wizards.
Field goal no good in the Rose Bowl. You shit you.
That's good for us, Ant. Less points.
That's pathetic considering we just saw the Michigan kicker fucking kick a 57-yarder.
Seriously.
Like a Michigan kicker. Like of the Wolverines football team. Those mutts. Go Spartan! Sparta! Nothing makes me happy when Michigan State beats Michigan in football.
Oh, damn. My sister says she don't got cricket.
Oh, shit.
What does she have? The plot thickens. She's a little hustler.
Verizon.
Wow.
Oh,
now this changes.
This changes the story. We got the fucking plot.
We will get to the bottom of this.
Do I know I knew this bitch is scandalous. You guys in the chat going, Ant, you're a terrible person, blah, blah, blah. How can you not put her on the fucking plan, Ant? I know my niece, guys. This fucking 17-year-old's a fucking hustler.
Well, this changes everything now. Now you have to respond to her and be like, "You lying little bitch."
I mean, now I love my niece, but she's a hustling bitch. I'm telling her that right now.
This whole video.
Send her the little "Why you always lying?"
Nah, I'm just calling her a fucking hustler.
Is going to be used. I feel like this whole video is going to be used in a court case.
I think you're right.
Upcoming court case when.
So Al Mac, what, you putting fucking bad thoughts in people's heads like Ant does? Got two of you now? What the fuck? You don't do that. Don't do that. No.
How could you not spend your afternoon watching this show?
and little bitch. I'm like, you'll
pick up. You watch the show, you'll pick up a few hundred. You'll hear the most ridiculous shit you ever heard in your life. I mean, she pulled out cricket. I mean, are you? What the fuck is that?
Who would ever cricket mobile?
No, I guess
it's like calling your mobile.
No, she used to be on cricket like 3 years ago until she got married and she's on her husband's plan, her Verizon plan.
Corey said today the show looks like the Brady Bunch. Like, here's a story. We got 6 fucking squares. That makes Al Mac Alice.
Oh, it's all coming together now. Yeah,
that
she
just
don't want to
means
be on
I
no
can do
prepaid
stuff
plan.
that you guys probably won't see me doing that you would if I was on a different amount of cameras.
You shut your fucking mouth.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You can't see shit.
I can see everything.
No, you can't.
I can see everything. It's just a little smaller.
I
can see everything.
You know what? There's actual deniability now with 6 people on, so it's okay. Don't worry about it.
No. No, there is no deniability.
I'm crying.
So am I.
Chris Brady says he's trying to hustle Uncle Anthony with the cricket card.
Cricket. Honestly, I give her points for pulling that.
Yeah.
Cricket.
Yeah, that was creative.
I don't think I've ever seen
We need to get Ant.
I love it.
We need to get Ant's knee to explain her reasoning.
Yeah, once we have the call-in line.
No, I already know the reasoning, huh? She's fucking mad. Nah, it's all coming together now. They would give her a prepaid plan. She don't want a prepaid plan. And I just told him, like, bitch, you're 17 and work at Pepper Jacks. What do you fucking expect?
I
What's
hear you.
Pepper Jack?
I fucking hear you.
Pepper Jacks. It's like a Philly grill. You know, they make Phillies and shit. It's like it's minimum wage fast food. She's 17. That's what she works.
Female horse.
You see, triple Q SEC rule says you have to wear pants. Hey, Aunt, you should offer her a cricket plan. That's Corey H saying you should offer her to buy her a cricket plan.
You know what? I am going to Google cricket plans, screenshot it, and then send it to her.
Send it to her. Say, which one would you like?
A prepaid plan is actually quite beneficial because then you can't go over. I like a prepaid plan, and also you can give fake
Or
ID.
you just get unlimited.
Yeah, you get unlimited prepaid.
She could get unlimited.
No, you just
data
get unlimited with just unlimited data.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just not translating it because I'm fucking high. I use one also. It's so that I can commit criminal
text, unlimited calling in and out.
I'm grandfathered into like old school unlimited everything for like $25.
Oh, you guys pay fucking
same, and it's prepaid. The only thing I don't have data.
See, I have data, and I pay.
I don't have data.
Yeah, I have everything unlimited.
Yeah, if you have Wi-Fi, you don't need data.
Go ahead, Jonathan Taylor.
I just like to.
How do you browse Twitter in the line at the store?
Oh, I watch phone porn on the TTC when people are sitting too close to me. I do it intentionally to make them uncomfortable. And Al, being from Toronto, can also like point out how obnoxious some people can be on the TTC, and that's probably me. Oliver, come push the door in, you old bum. Fuck, I gotta open the door for this guy.
Oh, is that a fumble?
Yeah, that's got to be a fumble, I think.
It is.
Wow. They can't do anything, though, on offense.
Hello.
Fuck, Robert Allen might take his bet in the halftime.
Yeah,
Robert Allen's looking pretty good.
Robert Allen is live.
That's impressive.
Look at Robert Allen.
Getting the ball away from Jonathan Taylor. That's impressive.
Ken Peacock, you should be ashamed of yourself for that comment.
We're not sure either. Dropped 10 points.
That's a good
Total's
thing.
dropped 10 points. It's a 50. Yeah, for
you hear that, Ant?
I want a fucking positive point of entry.
A screenshot of a $30 a month cricket plan that she should get. I'm like, here you go, take this.
He's still going on about the fucking.
She's still messaging me. Fuck.
How is she messaging you if she doesn't have a phone?
It's a Facebook. She's just got Wi-Fi at her house.
Oh, okay. You're still on Facebook?
Huh?
For all your politics, for all your political rants, I wouldn't surprise you're on a Facebook.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to be on Facebook to have Messenger. Messenger's a separate app.
Oh, okay.
Now he's barking at something. Like, what the fuck's wrong with this old dog? I'm gonna have to go slap his ass.
That's the first time in a year I've heard that dog make a sound.
Because he's fucking
barking.
Yeah,
unlike ants that does it every other hour.
Well, you got to understand, like, my dogs aren't. The dog that you never heard is the same age as Oliver. Old dogs tend to not make any noise. The ones that bark, I mean, he's a 2-year-old min pin. What the fuck do you expect?
I mean, I don't know a lot about mid pins. I don't even know
Wow,
what that
what
is.
a stop.
Miniature pin.
Oh, min pin. No, yeah, we've gone over this min pin.
This team can't do anything.
Oregon is just good for having shiny helmets. That's all they're good for, Jay. I'm sorry to say.
It is pretty cool, though.
They are such nice helmets. They twinkle when they go at the line of scrimmage and the sun's bouncing off them.
Yeah. I can imagine people that went out in LA last night are looking at that like, oh,
if you're high as fuck,
uniforms.
Yeah. See, I think that's how they recruit a lot of these guys. They're like, yo, you're going to play in a fucking Rose Bowl type game. You're going to be wearing this sick ass uniform. All your family and friends are going to see you on TV.
Big fucking stop. Fuck you.
Wow.
Oregon. Let's go.
They do have some fucking sick ass uniforms. They do have some sick ass uniforms.
That's what I like about
I will say
They got a lot of them too.
Yeah. The helmets are key, bro.
Yeah.
Guys want to wear a sparkly helmet. They
You know
want to
what?
look good.
The Pac-12 has the best uniforms in all of college football, in my opinion. Terrible teams.
They need it because they got the
good
worst
uniforms.
teams. Yeah.
Yeah, I rock a UCLA football jersey from time to time, and I think it's a fantastic fucking makeup of colors.
That total that under we got has dropped 9 points since Tyler gave it out, by the way, so that's pretty good for us.
Yeah. I said that while you were talking about.
Yeah, we were telling you that, Andy.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. I'm bullshit with this fucking 17-year-old girl.
I think Al Mac counted down every point from 1 to 10. You didn't hear him once.
No. I was busy. I was busy finding cricket plans to screenshot and send to her.
Anybody that bet SMU
7.5 now.
Good job. Because if you bet
They're
USF,
only up 64-36.
like literally SMU's a 27.5 point favorite live. If you bet South Florida, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fucking send you a fucking free winner to your Twitter DM. Paul Christ is such a fucking he looks like such a jamope. He doesn't look like a football coach. He looks like a guy that would be fucking at the gas station. Like a gas station attendant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's that? How many points did this fella got that we bet on?
5.
Oh, that's not bad. It's still halfway through first quarter, so we're not doing too shabby.
Like, I would see that guy at the Esso station. Be like, do you have a points card? Be like, hell no, I don't have no points card. Fuck off. I don't do that point shit.
5 points so far.
I need Fultz to get 5.5 assists. He's already got 2.
Fuck, SMU is just dick throttling fucking South Florida. It's so amusing. So amusing. I'll just keep pouring it on these bitches. Alexis is injured. I got no love for this team anymore.
It's 66-38 max. Is there a reason to live bet SMU minus 27?
No.
Is there a reason to bet the over under?
No.
Not when I bet the over 126 and it's 136.5 right now. I'm looking at the props on Bet365 to see if there's anything that I like because they have like weird derivative bets.
Wisconsin
SMU score 40 points. That's something that I can see them doing. But it's minus 150.
You know, I did. I did cook this morning though.
You
All
what?
right, what'd you make?
I did. I forgot to tell you that.
What did you
What did you guys whip up?
I made lasagna.
For
What kind of
breakfast?
lasagna though?
No, I made it for to eat for dinner.
What kind of lasagna
Okay, I
though?
was like,
Eggplant
that's high
lasagna,
calories.
meat lasagna.
Regular lasagna. It's
Regular
got
lasagna.
it's got chopped up meatball and sausage in the sauce.
Yeah.
How many layers?
Probably like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Eggplant lasagna is so good.
And what kind of cheese did you use?
I used mozzarella and ricotta, and that's it.
Okay. All right, that's acceptable. There were a couple of things that I would
Plus, like
grill you for.
basil and all the
To make
normal
it sweet, yeah, of
that
course.
go into gravy. Yeah, right. A little sugar in the gravy always.
Mhm.
And that's it.
Okay. All right.
Triple Q's talk about telling people you used to pump your gas. Where are they at? Oh.
Probably talking about Oregon.
Oh.
Paul Chris.
Oh, doesn't Oregon Oregon won't let you pump gas.
Yeah, I remember I was gonna do it one time, and my buddy's like, "Dude, you're gonna get in trouble. Like, just wait." And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh yeah, no. My brother told me about that because when he got out of the Marines, he was stationed in San Diego, and he was moving to Washington. So when he was driving through Washington the very first time, you go obviously Oregon's in the middle. He said he went to pump his gas, and like they came running out of the gas station yelling at him. And he's like, "Why are you yelling at me? I just want to pump my gas." And he would mention that all the time because he'd do every now and again he had to travel down to Oregon for jobs that he would do because he was like a subcontractor and shit. And he mentioned that he had to get used to them not letting him pump gas down there, and he thought it was weird, but whatever.
Yeah, I think it is weird.
Yeah, like I don't know. I told him to eat my ass. I ain't letting
And
no
on t-
fucking mutt fucking touch my car.
Yeah, it's full service.
In Ontario,
New
you
Jersey.
have to pump your own gas. In Ontario, you have to
Hold
pump
on,
your own
wait a minute,
gas.
Jay. What was that?
It's full service in New Jersey.
You can't pump your gas either?
Yeah, I can, but they have attendance.
I'm going to take a play. I'm going to take second half SMU to score 4. Oh, never mind. It just changed to 2:30. Okay, fuck that.
Do you let the attendants touch your car, or do you pump your own damn gas?
It depends if I'm getting out of the car to go in the store, then I'll pump my own gas. But if not, then they pump my gas.
That's weird. That's actually really good though for the winter because like the worst thing in the world is like
another interception.
Oh man, this is no offenses can do. How is it that Wisconsin's I don't know, man. I just like this under that we're on.
I mean, the kid's got 10 carries for 55 yards, and you're throwing the ball. Why?
I don't know.
But honestly, though, he was open. That was just a bad throw. Oh, he got hit. Okay. I hope that affected his throw because he had the guy. The guy was open right through the middle of the zone.
Man, this basketball game is getting really boring.
I had to switch it, Max. I was watching SMU for you, but
I'm so bored watching. I'm literally gonna fucking just fall asleep here because I'm like they're just dominating South Florida so bad. It's just not even fun to watch.
Good question
Real
from
Italians put slice hard-boiled eggs in their lasagna. So if I don't slice hard-boiled eggs in my lasagna, I'm not a real Italian, I guess. Is that what that means?
Well,
that
I'm trying to
sound appetizing.
Yeah, I've never heard of that in my life.
My grandparents barely speak English.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Right back.
Have you ever heard of that?
Did you see David Hutton's?
Who the
He
fuck
said put sweet
hard-boiled
red pepper in the gravy instead of sugar to temper the acidity of the tomatoes. I like that.
That's beyond my cooking skill, to be quite frank with you guys.
Who the fuck puts hard-boiled eggs in their lasagna?
I took Oregon money line.
I could definitely see how
Really?
a layer of it would work, but I think that would be a lot of extra work. And then
You're on the Oregon money line. At what number did you get? Well, because Oregon just scored a touchdown, so that's probably why.
Who's on Oregon money line?
Me.
Tyler. Did you bet it before or after the touchdown?
Before. I bet it right before they ran the ball down until like the 5.
Oh wow, that was a good hit then. What number did you get it at? Like plus 250?
No, plus 120.
Okay. Man, I wish I would have bet the Oregon money line pregame, and then now I bet I could come back the other way and grab the Wisconsin money line and just like free roll the game for, whatever. All right.
This might lead to a perfect spot to hammer Wisconsin's second half.
I mean, has either team looked impressive though offensively? Like Oregon's the only team that's had a good offensive drive. Wisconsin touchdown was a kick return, and then they got a field goal off of a I don't know. Both offenses look like ass.
They're stacking the box against him, and they're trying to force him to throw the ball.
Robert Applegate asking if we have any live play games on the live bets on the game. Yeah, we have the under 60.5 that plummeted 8 points in the next 10 minutes after we bet it. Do we still like the under here? What's the live under that we can get right now? 51.5, which is kind of close to the pregame line. I mean, I think
No.
we got to wait till halftime
bet
to
it.
the second half, see what the second half line's going to be. I wish Jay and Spread hadn't left because I kind of need to go to the bathroom and get another beer.
What, you don't think we can hold it down?
Nah, I don't trust you guys.
We'll be all
I
right.
don't trust you guys. Although I've ignored like half of this quarter because I was texting my niece. So.
You were just talking about your niece on fucking.
Like I said, I have ignored like half of this game because I was busy fucking put my niece on blast.
I totally thought that you meant that you were ignoring a quarter of the stream. And like I was part of that quarter. Like,
No.
Like, hey, you fucking antisocial motherfucker.
Fucking asshole.
No, like I mean I've been ignoring like the entire second quarter of this game because I was busy freaking talking to my dumbass niece.
You still got to get her on the show.
No. She's a 17-year-old girl. Trust me, there's literally nothing that will come out of her mouth that's interesting to us at all. I mean, because we're all like dudes in our 30s and in Spread's case, early 40s. And we're at an age where, like, come on, guys. Like, nothing that comes out of a teenage girl's mouth is any interest. Like, oh, wow, you like terrible music. That's interesting. Fascinating. Like, oh, look, that's very, you're into fashion. Cool. Oh, you're into taking selfies and sticking your tongue out. Oh, that's fantastic.
Riveting.
What an interesting life you live.
Spread's back in it. You can go pee now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I had to pee. I'll get around to that.
Just went away.
Rich G says Wisconsin is the same every year. Good O-line, good run game. You beat them by stopping the run and making them beat you through the air. Same formula every year.
Well,
and Rich G should know, as a Ohio State fan, he should know the formula to dick stomp in Wisconsin, as his team does it repeatedly. Twice this year. It was that 59-0 Big Ten title game a few years back.
Team total over right now currently on Wisconsin, 24.5 minus 112. You're basically saying, are they going to score 2 more touchdowns? If that moves to
24.5,
if that moves lower than if that moves below 24.5, I'm going to bet it. And now 27.5 team total.
I don't know. I mean, because all the scores in this game, like, you got to think of the scoring in this game has not really come from sustained drives, other than that first drive Oregon made. Other than that, I mean, both defenses have just kind of had their way with these offenses. I mean, you've got Wisconsin's touchdown is a kick return for a touchdown. Wisconsin does not have an offensive touchdown in this game, and Oregon's other touchdown, other than that first drive, was they had a short field after a turnover. I mean, Wisconsin's field goal they got was from a short field after a turnover. I mean, neither offense, basically, long story short, the offenses look like shit.
Cash the SMU over with 5 minutes left on the clock.
Good call, Max.
Thank you, spread. It's a nice
Go
fucking
buy Oliver
triple.
some gourmet food.
No, I don't buy him gourmet food. He gets just like food cooked for him.
I spend like more on my cat's food than I do on my own food.
Hold on, wait a minute. You don't even buy Oliver dog food. You just cook him food and make it for him or whatever.
Yeah, and then just put it in the freezer and just freeze it.
Oh,
When I need like a batch of it, I just do it. And he eats a lot of rice and pumpkin and like banana and shit, blueberries.
is that how
Same.
he's so?
That's what-
Is that how you've gotten him so old? Is you just don't feed him any of that processed bullshit?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that beautiful dog that Al's playing with. Isn't
Oh,
that
I should get Dasha to
interesting?
jump up here. Dasha, jump up.
Is that the new one, Al?
Yeah,
How is it working out so far?
she's good. She's got a fucked up arm. That's her fucked up arm.
Yeah.
But she's good. She's great.
That's good.
I think I'm the only one on this panel that has a cat, huh? You guys are all dog people, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have a cat, but not anymore.
I mean, cats are dog food.
My sister has an interesting cat.
I would like cats more if I wasn't allergic to them. Like the problem I have with cats is they just make me sneeze and I get itchy and my eyes
that
get all
sounds
watery.
bad.
Same.
Yeah, so
Same. I love cats, but I can't own them. They literally make my life hell. Like I have asthma, and asthma with the not fun at all.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. Papa's got some good help on us for the next game. He says handicappers don't know the Big 12, don't realize how potent Big 12 offenses are. Georgia gets so anemic on offense, but Baylor can hit the over by themselves.
I hope that's the case because I'm on Baylor.
I
Boom,
don't think,
Orlando.
3-0
First
with
quarter.
you today.
I don't think
Ron
Baylor's
Lofton's a cat
scoring
guy.
42. Is that what we're trying to say? Baylor's going to score 42?
I mean,
I won't
I
mind.
think he said it was just a possibility. Magic first quarter cash, yeah, it was the sweat too because Washington made a late run.
Yeah, and that now my first half over is live. There's fucking 60 points scored in that first quarter.
We had 8 points out of Fournier in that quarter.
That's good. Let's go 40. Yay!
It'd be nice if we started my NBA year with one big cash right away on this first half over. I think I'm good.
2 7:00 games starting up in college basketball. My UConn Huskies versus the Cincinnati Bearcats. I have a fucking feeling like my numbers favor Cincinnati. I'm not betting it. I'm going against it. I'm betting a homer play on UConn +3 and the money line +140. Simple as this. I think that UConn can defend. I think that UConn can get enough front court production from Josh Carlton and enough 3-point shooting from Tyler Foley. I think that the Cincinnati Bearcat team is going to figure it out under John Brennan, but I don't think they're going to be back to their normal dominant self. UConn's been getting their ass kicked by Cincinnati for many years. We're leaving the American this year. This is a perfect opportunity to sneak up on a team that is struggling with cohesion and chemistry on court and fucking get a fucking big win to start off the American Athletic Conference season.
Pa's Barbecue Texas says hit the money line on Baylor. The problem with betting Baylor right now is the value's been extracted from betting Baylor. I mean, so much steam's come on them.
But you know what? That's not just a reaction to the market like, say, tomorrow's Alabama's was. Isn't this a reaction to injury news that we're getting late or the fact that these players aren't playing?
Yeah, a lot of it is that. But, I mean, you're gone from you moved from 6 or 5s all the way down to 3.5 now. I mean, the totals.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's a difference between just getting a total steamed and actually the market reacting to information.
Yeah,
A new
the
line
Baylor
being
money
set,
line
right?
is at plus 150, so that's basically Baylor win the game outright more than 40% of the time.
Probably. I don't know.
Yes.
I think this is a tough game to
Yes.
cap. I worry
I
that we
think
talk
you're
about all
crazy.
these players coming out, but doesn't Georgia recruit well enough to where their backups aren't that much of a drop off as say other schools would have?
I actually kind of would agree to that. I think Georgia's backups. I think Georgia's
that-
just a better team than Baylor. Although I'm not that high on Georgia or Baylor this year compared to the where some people were at, but I definitely think.
I think the wrong team's favored, to be honest.
Really, you like Baylor to win outright?
Yeah. Really quickly, sorry. The team total for Oregon is now 23.5.
Oregon's gonna have the ball right here, like on the 2-yard line. I meant Wisconsin.
No, it's Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Tyler, in your opinion,
That was a great catch.
Tyler, in your opinion, should I buy off my Milwaukee Bucks 17.5?
I think they could win by that much. It just depends on how they could be up 30 at halftime. I feel like the first half would be a safer play. That's what I thought.
Okay, so you're saying I should buy off of it then?
Yeah.
All right.
First quarter.
Yeah,
First quarter.
They could put their foot on their throat for the first 2 quarters and then just pull the starters, and then they come back and win by like 15.
Fair enough. Thank you very much.
Hey, so Max, were you just breaking down UConn for fun, or did you have a play? Because I checked your Twitter page before I asked that question.
I do have a play on spread. You don't have to do that. You can just ask me straight out. It's people that I don't see their face, I don't speak to on a regular basis, and I don't have admiration for at this point. But I did bet UConn.
Oh, he dropped that pass.
Money line. Pardon?
He dropped that pass. That's going to back up. That's going back.
All right, I'll jump in, Max, because I'm getting plus 150.
It's a tough game for them because UConn can struggle to score the basketball, and if Cincinnati is running with Keith Williams, there could be problems. But I'm a UConn fan, so just like Alabama, like sometimes my biases go out the window, and I just go homer. It's a homer play. That's why I'm not counting it on my record or anything. So,
and UNC Greensboro, I'm taking under 131, correct?
Yep, I'm on that. Both these teams.
And that one was on the Twitter
range. So both 3-9 to the under. Very similar games. I could be off, but the way that UNC Greensboro wins games and the way that Mercer has to play against Greensboro, it just doesn't correlate, in my opinion.
Mercer, Greensboro, under 130.5.
I'm betting Oregon team total over 23.5. I just think I'm already on Wisconsin, so it's kind of a hedge, but I think they got to score. I think the second half is going to have points. I think it's going to have more points than what we see right now. And they're basically saying second half team total over 10. And I think they're going to score over 10.
Call reversed. It's not a completed pass, and there's no. Is there going to be a flag though? I mean, because it did look like there's a lot of bumping and grinding going on that play. Did they?
They got the ball in like 11 right now. They're going in.
Okay, so it was an incomplete pass, but they got the.
Yeah, I don't know.
The pass
I wasn't looking. Either you guys know what happened there?
I'm looking at my stream that's like super far behind, so that's what I was asking. My live lines or my bookies updated line just has 16 seconds left and it's still 14-10. And the stream I'm looking at is, they got 2nd and 3 on the 12 or 11. They're going to have a 3rd down here. So So you think Oregon scores 2 more times?
Oh, Al left.
Oh,
I don't know.
I had the. Okay.
Well, at 23, all they got to do is score a touchdown, kick a field goal.
Yeah.
They could do that.
Yeah.
This just seems like kind of a smash mouth, grind them out game where it's just going to be defense the whole way. Mr. Stubby says they aren't even going to get the field goal off. They got a touchdown though.
Oh, Robert Allen finally lost his bet. No, because he was going to have bragging rights forever if that hit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think
because that was a bold claim that he was willing to back up there.
Yeah, but in his defense, has Wisconsin's offense really looked that good?
No,
CBS Sports.
But he made it early.
It's always nice when you get a fucking easy win. Triple winner, SMU first half, full game, and the over. Yabba dabba.
Yabba dabba do.
Oh shit, I thought I was on mute.
Oh.
Classic Max right there.
You thought you were on mute, Max.
I thought I was on mute.
So now with that late touchdown, this game's pretty much going to reset to pretty much all its pregame lines. Would you agree?
On the over.
Yeah.
Oh, those are hot Oregon fans. She's hot. Fuck. And her friend's hot.
Max, I don't know if this is true, but I heard the origin of the 420 slang was actually in Eugene, Oregon. And they're the ones who started that little trend like in the 70s.
That's
Maybe
cool.
someone can
It would
help
make
me
sense.
out.
It would make sense because that's where like dude originated, like the word dude, like saying it on the West Coast at least, not in Oregon.
Yeah.
But
Right,
when people call me dude, I tell them to go fuck themselves because I'm not a donkey's ass.
Right, Cape's got an interesting question. Who rode multiple animals before figuring out horses were cool with it?
Yeah, 421. That's what I meant to say. Just meant the West Coast because I'm an East Coaster. But yeah, no.
Robert Kahn says 420 was California. To be fair, California takes credit for everything, so.
California's a nice place if I ever get there.
You should come visit, Max. We'd love to have you out here.
Yeah, it's more of just them not being prejudiced towards my my past.
Oh yeah,
Max isn't allowed in the States. Right?
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Some people look at me and they're just like, "Oh, Max, you're fucking so innocent. Oh, you don't do shit. You never done shit." Well, fuck. I don't know. The shit that I got caught for, that ain't shit.
Yeah, Max has been
Robert
to jail.
Kahn, come on.
Max has been to jail multiple times for male prostitution. So, I mean,
Yeah.
the last time he got,
I was pimping guys out for sure.
I was about to say the last time Max got caught blowing dudes for $500 was the final straw, and the United States said, "You are not allowed back in this country."
Yeah, it was more.
Do you guys remember the old poker
Chinese
forum
drug
2+2?
What?
Did you ever go to the old poker forum 2+2?
Like a decade ago?
Forum? Yeah.
Like a decade ago, I used to be on that forum. I haven't been on it in like literally, I would say probably the entire 2010s, like maybe like the late 2000s. I was on that forum. Wow, what brings up 2+2?
Oh,
this
one of
still
the
around?
best threads ever was this guy that it was back. This was at least 10 years ago. But people would have threads, with their life experiences. Well, he moved to Thailand,
Yeah.
and he was pimping himself out to old Asian ladies, and then taking the money to spend on young prostitutes. I'll see if I can find it. If you have less than like a half hour to kill, it's a great read.
I cannot believe you brought that up because I vaguely remember that thread. I literally remember that thread.
Yeah, it was awesome, huh?
I mean, it's literally been like over 10 years, but it was good enough for me to be able to vaguely remember internet forum from like over 10 years ago. But yeah, you would talk.
Yeah, no, it was not good.
I mean, I don't know if it was true, but it was funny.
No,
Yeah, and if it wasn't, it was so well written, it didn't matter.
Never mind. Actually, I could tell you about the time that's on paper, but not on this stream. I'll tell you on Twitch.
All right, we'll do that one later.
I'll tell you guys on Twitch. I'll tell you guys some stories from fucking Maplehurst. I got a couple stories from Penitentiary.
Robert Kahn says he blows it for half that price. So he's going to undercut you, Max, and cut out your business.
Oh, you know what? I could hook it up with some clientele for 10%. I could just turn them out instead. That's the business that I'm into. I don't care what gender you are. I'll turn you out to somebody.
Schaff, quick with the Google, has confirmed that it did come from Northern California in the early 1970s. The 420 terminology and slang.
See, I can go anywhere in the world. I just can't go to your country, guys. That's the problem. I just can't go to the States. I can go to Europe.
Well, other than that McDonald's meal, you're not missing out on much.
All right, guys.
Don't even remind me of that. 2 for $5?
420 and blowing dudes and hookers aside, we do have halftime.
Yeah, let's get to these halftime lines. Yeah.
The halftime score.
Do we have to?
Yeah, actually, we do.
Yes, we do. We do.
It is the purpose of the show. It is halftime scores.
Jay's not even here. We're allowed to be off the rails.
Jay is here, Max.
Oh.
He came back.
Anyways, okay.
Get back on the rails, Max.
Let me do my job, Max. The halftime score, Wisconsin 17, Oregon 14. The halftime spread, Wisconsin -0.5, Oregon +0.5. Juiced at 10 cents both ways. Halftime, second half money line, Wisconsin -150, Oregon +120. Second half total is 24. Wisconsin team total 13.5, juiced heavy to the under. Oregon 10.5, even juice on both sides. Any leans, guys?
I like the team total for Wisconsin over 30.5. I think they're good for 2 touchdowns.
At plus money, too. You can get over 13.5 on the second half team total. 13.5 at plus 105. You want to make that an official play, Jay?
I pulled fucking Tim Allen's neighbor. What the hell?
What is it? What juice?
Wisconsin's second half team total is 13.5 plus 105 on the over.
Yeah, that's a play. That's a play.
What I did to the strippers, I can't tell you online.
What?
To have a video.
Max, do you still think you're muted?
What?
Wait.
We're discussing the second half lines, and you're giggling about fucking strippers.
Oh, shit! Sorry, did it again.
Okay, so
What did Max do to the stripper?
How did Wisconsin score? What happened?
they got a touchdown. That's what happened. They had a big. See, here's the thing. It's like I kind of like what Jay says. They probably do score 2 touchdowns, but then you got to look at how did they actually score their touchdowns in the first half. One was a kick return back, and then the other one was highly benefited from a pass interference call. I don't know if that correlates to should we bet on them to get over 13.5 on the second half? I don't know.
Well, it does for me.
Oregon over second half over.
So you think Wisconsin's going to win this game, Jay?
Bet team
Yeah, I
has
do. I
134.
I expected the first half of this game to be close. I said it before it started. I think that they'll pull away a little bit in the second half.
Do you like the second half total over 24 at even money? And that gives us about a 5 to 6 point middle on our live under 6.5.
I would like 23.5 a lot better.
Yeah, but that's why you're getting even money on the 24. And since we already have an under live 60,
I think that
it gives you a middle opportunity if they just score 4 touchdowns. If it's a 28.
Who gets the ball?
Oregon. Or no, Wisconsin gets
Wisconsin
the ball.
does.
Yeah, Wisconsin gets the ball.
What do you think about the third quarter total over 10.5? You think we see more than 10 points in the third quarter?
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh, I have a second half line.
I like that third quarter
over 23.5. Over 23.5, but it's juiced.
I'm going to take that Wisconsin bet, Jay. The over 13.5 on the second half at plus 105.
Yeah, at that plus money, I think it's warranted. You know, that bet on Bet 365, the over is minus 150. How about that?
On what?
Minus 163 for a 30.5 team total, which is 13.5.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, minus 163.
I'm getting plus 105 on over 13.5, which is
fucking no-brainer.
Yeah. Should I double up and take the second half over 24 and basically just give myself a middle opportunity on the
What do you have on Oregon? 9.5?
And I was just thinking about that.
I think Oregon may go over that too. They
I got Oregon at 12 or at 10.5. If I wanted 9.5, I have to lay almost $2.
I got Oregon's team total at 23.5, which is 9.5 in the second half, basically at minus 120.
Yeah,
I bet that at minus 120. The third quarter is now moved to 10.5. I don't like 10.5, but 10.5 might be an underlook.
I don't have that 10.5. I have over minus 110. Let me check a couple other books.
Well, 365 just moved it to 10.5 minus 110, under minus 125.
10.5.
The thing is that with
at DraftKings too.
Minus 110. The thing is that Wisconsin, all they need to do is just trust the run game. If they just run, but I don't know. It doesn't look like they're doing that. If they trust the run game, then this third quarter under might be the play. But I don't know.
If it was 9.5 in the third quarter, I would bet it.
Over, yeah. Under 10.5. I lean under though.
Yeah, I lean under too. Not enough to bet it though.
Same, yeah.
Man,
I'm not going to bet
tough.
it. Make a bet.
Are we going to see? How many points are we going to see in this second half? That's what I'm wondering. Like, I like the juice, and that kind of warrants the get plus money on Wisconsin getting 2 touchdowns. But are we going to see 2 touchdowns from Oregon?
It's possible. That Ravens Saints, we were talking about the matchups, plus 400. Wow. I'm betting. If I have that number, I'm betting that for a couple of units.
Or I'll check it right now.
So far, the game's pretty much gone the way I thought it would. I figured it would be close in the first half. I figured that there would be turnovers.
FanDuel has plus 550.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, Ravens Saints plus 550.
And what's Ravens Chiefs? I mean, Ravens 49ers.
Plus 350.
Oh, dude. I'm betting them both for multiple units.
Chiefs Saints plus 900.
It's going to be between those four teams.
Patriots 49ers plus 1700.
I believe wholeheartedly that if the Ravens or the Chiefs represent the AFC and the Saints or the Niners represent the NFC.
What about a long shot? Baltimore Seattle 20-1.
All right, guys. I'm going to put in this play, but it's with the caveat.
Buffalo, Philadelphia.
I just want to point out I'm basically betting it because it's even money on the juice, and also because I bet a live under 60.5 in this game. But I am going to take a shot on the second half over 24 at even juice. And what?
We've been getting killed on second half overs.
Yeah, but I got a window here to middle of the game because I have a live under at 60.5. So if you get a 4 touchdown second half here, I buy middle. It's a free shot in the middle of the game, and I'm a bit of a middle whore. So I'm rolling the dice and saying I can do it.
Kansas City, Green Bay at 12-1. I think Green Bay is a paper tiger, man. I don't fear them at all in the NFC.
And the only reason why I took it is because I have the live over, so that's why.
So what do you want to make official, Ant? Not the one that you're going for a middle opportunity.
The official is the Wisconsin team total over 13.5 in the second half.
Yeah, I got that. What'd you say, Max?
Al just tries to chirp you.
And
what?
You holding the over? What are you holding the over under at right now?
What did you say?
Philadelphia Buffalo. What?
Oh, I thought you meant it in a chirping way to him.
Oh, Philadelphia Buffalo's got to be enormous.
My bad, Al.
500 to 1.
Philadelphia Buffalo
Philadelphia
Buffalo is probably so enormous it's worth throwing $10 on.
I wouldn't even consider betting that unless it was over 50-1.
Just spend the $10 on your DoorDash.
50. It's got to be 50-1 at least.
Yeah.
I'll look it up right now.
It's happening.
Al, you really think your boys have a chance?
Have a chance to do what? To beat Houston? Absolutely.
To represent the AFC in the Super Bowl.
I mean, like, Jackson would have to get hurt. Ingram would have to get hurt. Mahomes would have to get hurt. But it can happen.
So you're basically counting on catastrophic injuries. It's the only way you see them getting in.
Al Mack needs like 3 days to crash.
Jay, my basketball team just won an NBA championship on the exact same thing. So why not?
Yeah.
Okay, Jay, let me put it to you this way, okay? A Buffalo versus Philadelphia matchup is so outlandish that my book won't even post it because they won't post me anything above 100-1.
Wow.
Buffalo is 50-1 and Philly is 40-1 just to win the Super Bowl.
Wow. What do you got for the Saints to win the Super Bowl?
90-1 then, right? That final would be 90-1.
No, it'd be even like greater than that.
What do you got for straight odds, Ant, to win the Super Bowl? Give me like the top 5.
I'm looking at the Ravens plus 210, Niners plus 350, Chiefs at 400, Saints at 600, and Packers and New England are both 10-1.
I would take a shot on the Saints at 6-1.
Yeah. Every other team in the playoffs is 25-1 or greater.
Baltimore is the favorite at 220, you said?
I'm looking at 210, but these odds vary from site to site. But yeah,
first half over Washington.
But yeah, I'm looking at I do have exact matchup
Yeah,
props,
player
but
props.
they will not give me one that involves the Bills, Titans, or Eagles because those teams are such long shots that in order for them to be an
Shav
exact
has
matchup prop,
odds.
it's going to be crazy.
It's 500 to 1.
500 to 1. Yeah. Like because the book I'm looking at right now on my computer is my local book site, and they won't post anything above 100 to 1 because obviously, how the hell is a local bookie going to pay you something out at 500 to 1 if you threw $100 on it or something?
I
what
like
mean?
Saints, Chiefs, Saints, Niners,
I'm-
and I like
That's gonna be my pick. Saints Chiefs.
Baltimore Niners, Baltimore 49ers. I mean Saints.
Our 2 NBA player props. Our guy
On
and our other guy has 4 rebounds.
They look good.
Yeah, we're not even at halftime yet.
first half over hit, and it was not looking good, but it hit. They got fucking 18 points in the final 3 minutes of the second half, thankfully.
Good job, Al. Good job, Tyler.
Oh fuck, that's not a good start.
On 1xBet, Buffalo Philadelphia is 210 to 1.
Those are bad odds,
A
considering
$1 bet. A $1 bet pays $220. $210.
I would be really surprised.
Actually,
if they got
correction,
Seattle.
Al. A $1 bet is $1 thrown in the trash.
I would be surprised if Seattle loses that game, even though it's on the road.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. Philly looked good. Philly looked good in that fucking game against
Against who? The Giants?
He's frozen.
They look good against the Giants. I mean, my high school varsity team would look good against the Giants.
The way I was it's like small for a school picture.
They're playing with a practice squad.
Do you want to let Al know that he's breaking up?
Hard to do.
All right, I'm going to.
All right, Robert Kahn says only way the Texans win is if Hyde goes for over 100 yards. No, I think they can win another way.
I think they can win that game.
Beach Boss got screwed by his bookie, so Beach Boss, what you should do, head over to the link in the description, head to the SBR page, and see the highest rated reviews for offshore sports books. Get yourself versed in Bitcoin, and you can get withdrawals and deposits through Bitcoin through good SBR recommendations, and don't have to worry about your bookie stiffing you.
Everybody, please click the link in the description to the best sportsbook page. And we got 200 people watching, 67 thumbs up. Come on, boys. The show was up 4.5 units going into the second show today. We're up over 110 units. Smash that like button for us.
If there's any women in the show, specifically Dina Lombardo, hello, happy holidays, and I know that you already smashed the like button.
Max, unclick your fucking thumbs down, you mutt, and click the thumbs up.
No. Hit the PayPal link.
Yeah, I'm going to start charging you to come on the show.
I'm going to start charging you for me to come on the show. Motherfucker.
I see 3 unlikes. One of them's yours. Unclick it. You just clicked it, didn't you?
No, it's not even mine.
Because we went from 3 thumbs down to 4 thumbs down. That was just you, wasn't it?
Jay, look. Look at it right now. That's me. See, I just added to it.
I see 6 thumbs down now, yo. What do you got? 2 streams going? Yeah, you got 2 windows open to hit the unlike?
Oh, I could do that.
You got a fucking soccer camp going?
Fuck, I'm actually gonna open another one. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that. Is it not showing it?
Right, Kate, you are not wasting your time. Hit the
we
link
go.
every show, please.
Oh no, it only lets me do it once.
Show.
Doesn't matter how many links I have open.
Up.
Okay, look, Jay. This is me taking mine off right now. This is mine. Put it back on. And now I took it
Now
off.
there are 12 thumbs down. What do you got? 6 windows open?
You can only do it on one.
He's
Actually,
got
hold
like
on.
6 different YouTube accounts.
Let me try the other computer.
Yeah.
I think if I'm logged in, I can only do it once.
Wow, Beach Boss is owed $7,000. That's fucking terrible, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. That really sucks.
No, I can do it again. Now I got two dislikes on the show.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna open my third computer. Okay.
All right. Well, listen. If you're gonna open the third computer, can you at least hit the best sportsbook page, you mutt?
Yeah.
Now we got 17 thumbs down.
All right, guys. This is enough. It's enough. Take the fucking thumb down.
Max is he's gonna have 110 dislikes on this show before the night's over.
All right. There we go. All right. I'm only liking. So anybody that dislikes the show, I really hope that I give you a loser. And that you bet a shitload of money on it, okay? How about that? Those dislikes better fucking go down. They better fucking go down. Because if I don't see them go down to fucking 4 or 5, I swear to God, the next live play I give, you're not gonna fucking remember me saying it's gonna be a fucking loser. I'll give a fucking loser on this show. I swear to God, I'll intentionally do it.
Let me ask you a question. Why would you dislike the show? Like, what is bad about this show? I almost want to have what are those boxes like in a restaurant?
Okay, let me ask you something. Did you bet on Alabama
put it in
today?
the chat. Tell us why you have the thumbs down. Put it in the chat.
Yeah, tell me why you dislike it. Like, do you hate money? Like, why do you dislike the show?
I mean, the cursing. If they said the cursing, I would understand that. Okay. I mean, that's the only thing I could think that people wouldn't like.
Jay, did you bet on Alabama today?
Isn't that much?
Did I bet on Alabama today? Yes, I did.
What'd you bet on them? Like
I bet
wise, not size wise.
I bet a unit on -7.
Okay.
Hey, Edamanti says it's because of no basketball talk on the mid-tier teams. I think that's just because Illy Katz has a good one. Megan Rapinoe naked. Okay.
Fair point.
Right, Kate? Yeah, the mid-tier talk does happen. We're just kind of muting Max out today because we're so football oriented because it's New Year's Day and
Max talks about Max talks about mid-major teams all the time.
Yeah, he'll talk about like the third string point guard and stuff.
Yeah.
Mid-major. Okay. Well, he said mid-tier, so that's the one. Megan Rapinoe, I can't argue that. They dislike because they think you're streaming the game. Well, what year is this in on the internet? Yeah, no, hey, Edamonte, stick around. Max will break that stuff down for you. There's
no mid-major games right now. It's Mountain West and Big East. That's all that's left tonight. So, we're going into this Wyoming-Boise State game. I expect Boise State to fucking thump them, but I think that Wyoming can score. We've seen Wyoming hit over 60 points in a bunch of consecutive games so far. I'm not saying necessarily that there's ATS value at the number that they're at now. It was a lot more attractive when it was at 16 this morning. But I think that Boise, this is a position where they got to open up a nice can of whoop ass on the Cowboys, not give them any hope early, and then play a complete 40 minutes. You got a lot of weapons on that Boise State team, including my most hated college basketball player, Derek Alston. But my money's on fucking Boise State, and I'm on the fucking over also.
Are either of those two plays worth making official, Max?
The Boise play I can't make because I'd be getting the worst of the number.
Yeah.
And the over's an official play on my Twitter. In the Marquette Creighton game, there is still opportunity, and I think better opportunity to bet the side that I want. I'm on Creighton. I'm on Creighton first half.
Has that started yet?
No, it hasn't. Starts at 9:00.
Oh, okay.
Creighton -2, -1.5 at Pinnacle Juice. I'd be taking the 2. This is a Creighton team that I think that as long as it doesn't get into a front court based scoring game, they can win on their home court. It's hard to win on the road in the Big East, and I think that we're falling in love with Marquette a little too much without knowing what the capability of Kobe McEwen's going to be tonight. Not saying that Marcus Howard can't score 50 and win the game on his own. I just don't think against the multitude of different scores and types of scores at different levels, Creighton's going to have the advantage at home tonight. The Blue Jays are going to be rocking. Doug McDermott's a good coach, so that's how I look at it.
Listen to Max. Marquette's a pack of bitches.
So, Max, both studs from last year are still
Fuck
on those
Marquette.
teams, right? Marcus Howard and Tyshawn Alexander.
Yep, but the stud this year is actually Marcus Zagorowski. You've seen Tyshawn Alexander really play not a secondary role, but you've really seen Marcus take advantage of the double teams on Tyshawn, and he just camps out in the open, he camps out on the 3-point line, and then Tyshawn will either kick it or he'll take it himself. I think it's really simple offense that they run, but they run it effectively.
Gotcha.
Marquette.
Clint, we're not dead. We're not dead with that Taylor prop yet. He can get 90 yards in the second half.
Especially with them in the lead.
Absolutely he can.
I agree with everything Max said. Marquette's a pack of bitches. Creighton all the way. Go.
Did you bet them, man?
I don't bet Creighton. I root for. Oh, actually, I could bet for Creighton. You want me to lay the points, Max? I'll go lay the points right now if you tell me to.
I bet the first half.
Oh, Creighton is the favorite?
Yeah.
What's the line?
-1.5 juiced or 2 at -110.
They sure do hit a shitload of threes at home. Are they at home?
Yeah, they are at home. It's hard to win on the road in the Big East, especially with how much parity this is.
Should I just ditch the show and go see if I can get some tickets and go watch the game?
If you could watch this game live, I would be there. I'd be ditching the show straight the fuck up.
I wonder if I should text some friends. I mean, I do got to go to work early. It feels like a Saturday. Doesn't it just feel like a Saturday? If it was a Saturday, I'd totally ditch that.
Yeah, it does.
If it actually was a Saturday, I really would, Max. I'd totally step out of the show and call some buddies and see if we could go scalp some tickets or find some tickets on StubHub and just go to the game.
I'm sure you could.
I'm 100% sure you'd be entertained if you go. That's for sure.
What was that, Matt? Was Al asking the question? He keeps breaking up. He's got like some.
I think he was saying, "How far away are you from the stadium?" Is what.
Oh, the stadium. Yeah, the stadium's literally like 2 blocks from my job. So, and my job, it takes me about like 15 to 20 minutes, depending on traffic, to get to work.
What a terrible fucking throw, bro. He had that kid beat. That safety was roasted.
Yeah,
what a terrible throw.
The stadium's right by the university downtown Omaha. So, yeah, it's literally like at the most a 20-minute drive, if that. So
that was a great play by Pryor to prevent the interception. That's how bad that throw was.
It was.
The safety had a better angle on the ball than the wide receiver did.
You can't do that. That's intentional grounding, isn't it? How is that not intentional grounding?
How many points does Fournier have, Tyler?
He's got 12 at half.
Oh, that's pretty good then. Yeah, 8 more and we cash.
Look at this. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I should have gave out all my plays in this game. I need 1 more 3 out of him. He's already at 2. Fultz has got 5 assists. I need 1 more out of him.
Literally the only prop I could bet that you would have given me was the points prop.
And Ross already cashed his 3-pointer prop.
Wow, you guys were right. That was a terrible throw. Like the receiver turned into a
so far behind.
I am
Look
so far
at
behind.
this.
That's why I was pissed off when I found this was going to be on ESPN. I was like cursing the world because I'm going to be like a minute and a half behind these motherfuckers the whole goddamn
I
time.
know.
You're up 3 points and you throw it 3 straight times with the best running back in the nation in the backfield.
And the offensive line advantage. Yeah,
What
that's
the
bad.
fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I'm kind of on board with you there, Jay. What in the literal fuck?
Oh my God, bro. I can't even believe what I just saw.
That's highly unfortunate for that guy. He fucking jumped right on him.
What the fuck was that?
You want to know something that's good about that though, Jay? For the show?
What?
When you were gone, I gave out Oregon money line at plus 120.
Oh, there you go. I still haven't made a bet on the game other than the yards prop over. I'm trying to find a way to get on this game. I mean, what
you
a shit.
didn't like that. You didn't like that team total that you're jizzing over at halftime.
Yeah, bro. I wasn't gonna bet it minus 163.
Why was I getting plus 105 and you're getting minus 163?
I don't know, but that's what it was.
Holy shit. That was crazy.
I would have bet it if it was at plus 105 at my book.
Triple Q says the kicker is shaving. The kicker is shaving.
Oh, wow. Did Oregon get that touchdown then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see the play with the punter?
Shit. Well, I guess I'm on pace for that second half over then if we already got a touchdown within the first 5 minutes.
I mean, this is terrible.
Yeah, I think the punter is shaving. You know how you can avoid shaving points like that if you start paying the players?
You know,
I mean, how much you have to pay him though?
What?
I expected this type of game from Georgia and Baylor.
Oh, I think it's going to be worse with Georgia and Baylor. I think the Georgia-Baylor game goes way under. What was that spread? Spread said something that I did catch.
I just don't think you can pay him enough to keep him from shaving.
Although, what is your?
I mean, what you pay him like $10,000 a month? I mean,
yeah, I see your point there. But on a separate note, besides paying them to keep them from shaving, don't you think they should just pay them anyways?
No.
I mean, I don't really care either way.
No, I like my amateur athletes eating craft dinner and fucking food that is provided for them, not that they can decide to eat.
Don't you think it's bullshit though, Max, that they get busted with an NCAA violation if like their head coach buys them lunch?
I do think that's bullshit. You should be able to.
So
buy
Max
food,
basically just said,
stuff.
He basically said, I like my players to be slaves.
No, I never said that.
Well,
Kraft macaroni. You said I like them eating Kraft macaroni and cheese so they can't afford to buy their own dinner.
Yeah, you know why? Because they're fucking 18-year-old fucking students, okay? Those are people that need to be focused on 2 things: academics and athletics. There is no fucking time.
Academics?
Yes, academics.
Division I football players need to be
not football, basketball. Because we know what happens to basketball players once they get that $1 million check. They start to have fun with strippers, stop playing hard, stop giving a shit, and fucking over my bankroll. So yes, Jay, I prefer fucking people that eat craft dinner at McDonald's than
so you don't think they should at least be able to buy a meal? Yeah, perfect rotation goes, that's a slave, Max.
Hey, Rich G's in the
How
chat.
is it a slave when they're benefiting also? It's not a. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not even gonna have this conversation with you guys. You're gonna misconstrue and fucking misrepresent what I'm saying by fucking coming to your own conclusions. So suck my fucking hairy ass.
I don't want to suck your hairy ass, Max, but I do like to see that Rich G is in the chat, and Rich G is 100% in. Rich G backs me when I say these athletes don't go to class. So there we go.
Whatever.
The idea that big boy program Division I athletes are student athletes is absolutely absurd.
So okay, whatever.
Well, the
Ilya Cat says Max is spitting facts.
well, the University of North Carolina literally got busted for not
this is
letting
what I
their
don't have
players
a
go to
problem
class.
with. This is what I don't have a problem with. You want to give them a fucking $1,000, $2,000 a month clothing allowance a month? That's fine.
Yeah, like a food stipend.
You want to give them fucking you want to give them fucking gift cards so that they can go wherever the fuck they want and eat wherever they want. That's fine.
Right.
But I'm saying if you're paying them a salary, what are they going to be going to school for? What are they going to be more concerned with? They're going to turn into Baker Mayfields. What does Baker care about? Baker cares about doing commercials and getting his money off the field more than he cares about fucking being successful on the field. So don't give me that bullshit. Money corrupts people. And that's why I prefer to wager on amateur athletics because it's amateur.
Because they're hungry?
Because there's a fucking need to get to where the NBA players are. They see that if you are the best of the best and you work the hardest and own your craft, you could fucking have $200 million.
Right, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
That doesn't mean in college that you should get that already. I've seen thousands of All-Americans fall miserably on their fucking face because they cannot adapt to structure, to critical freaking teaching. There's aspects of the psychology of the regular person that just cannot get it. So I don't want to live in a world where there's a whole bunch of millionaires that just fucking create the bigger gap of division of wealth, and that's what will happen. So
there's already a huge gap in the division of wealth in our society, Max.
And we already see how that's benefiting it. But creating another generation of fucking crybaby athletes that are completely selfish and self-centered is not going to do any good for anything. We're lucky right now that we have the volunteer work and the humanitarian work done by professional athletes. I don't think we'll have that in the next 10 years.
Do you see the catches that these wide receivers have to make because how bad this fucking quarterback is?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
You would think they would go to their run game.
I'm absolutely baffled right now.
Yeah,
they're not running the football.
I mean, I understand trying to be tricky and everything, but at a certain point, you can't say, "Oh, we're going to be tricky and we're going to keep them off their toes and completely go away from your strength as a team."
If this ball doesn't go to Taylor, I'm going to lose my shit. Wow, how are you letting this team get in the backfield that fast? What the fuck is going on?
Because they got a good defense.
Big defensive line that matches this O-line.
Before this game started, there was this one time when I said Oregon has the 9th ranked scoring defense in the country.
And we get it, bro. Every time a point comes to fruition, you don't have to let us know. We understand. Okay.
I just say it.
I appreciate it, Ant.
I mean, if you were so quick to poo-poo all my points on college football, I wouldn't be so quick to point out when I was right.
Who poo-poos your points? When we don't agree with you, that's poo-pooing?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's classic Ant. Classic Ant.
It is, isn't it? Perfect Rotation said they're not running because Oregon's putting 8 in the box. Heather Lane says,
fucking be creative. Do something
education
about
is not free. They're getting paid. Rich G says Oregon defense is fast. Ron Loftus says Ducks D's bringing it now. TH412, I heard of that guy. He says
Thank
false
God.
catch.
Look what happens when Taylor gets the fucking ball in the open field. He drags six
Yeah,
guys along.
There we go.
It's almost like you should get the ball to your best player.
Imagine that.
Right?
Imagine fucking that.
Just line them out. It's not too hard to just line them up on the outside, have them catch the fucking football and run. Right?
Kid's the
Like,
best player
I mean,
on the fucking field by a mile.
Yeah.
I literally said that before the football game started, that's going to be the way that they win. How do we know that and this fucking coach doesn't?
Because people are dumb. Look at this. Look at this. What the fuck are you doing right now?
Yeah, the problem with that big Taylor play, though, was a pass play, so it didn't count towards our rush prop on it.
Yeah,
no,
true.
but it goes to the point that they need to be getting them involved one way or the other. And if they keep using them in the pass game, then they're going to take it out of the box to address that.
Yeah.
But that's what they have to do. That's how it's a fucking professional coaches operate.
Oh my God.
I got to give this Oregon
here's a
defensive line
question.
credit, though. They're handling Wisconsin better than I thought they would. Go ahead, Al.
No, I was literally saying absolute nonsense. Where is the Rose Bowl? The Rose Bowl is in Pasadena.
It's in Pasadena, yeah.
Has the Rose Bowl ever been a home for an NFL team?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Rams, right? The old Rams?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, but like Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum and the Rose Bowl are not the same place?
No.
No, they're way.
The Rose Bowl is the home field for the UCLA Bruins. The Coliseum is the home field for the USC.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that the Rose Bowl.
No, they're two different stadiums.
For some reason, I thought that. Are those like a very far amount apart from each other? How far is Pasadena from Los Angeles?
I don't know about miles, but it's like an hour drive.
Oh, okay.
It's probably only like 10 to 15 miles.
Is it Pasadena in Los Angeles?
What a fucking terrible spot
that is a bad spot. He was on the goddamn goal line.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a joke of a spot. Are they calling him short of the first down when he almost got into the touchdown?
Yep.
Yeah, and now it sets up a 4th and 1. What a joke.
How can you not challenge that? You have to be able to challenge that.
I don't even know.
I don't think you challenge in college, can you?
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah.
No, you can't count.
That's an NFL thing.
I mean, what a terrible.
There could be a booth review, though. I mean, they review shit all the time in college, so there's some kind of review.
Yeah. Okay, well, they're calling timeout, so something's going on.
What a terrible spot.
That's fucking insane.
Look at that spot, Mac.
I think the Wisconsin coach is an idiot. I think we've learned that over the course of this game.
Well, I have a friend who's a diehard Wisconsin fan who every single Wisconsin game is posting on like social media that Charlie Chris needs to be fired because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, he's taking 3-star athletes into the Big Ten title game every fucking year. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but that's different. That's motivation. We're not talking about play calling, like professional fucking football play calling is what he's doing and not doing correctly.
I don't know why we rely on old men to randomly spot the ball, Nate Dogg. I would love to know why. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is. Vegas Nate Dogg with a good point there.
Jonathan Nelson says Rose Bowl is about 30 minutes from LA. I mean, that's hard to like.
Yeah.
Like these big cities, like these big metro areas. You know, you're like, I just assumed Pasadena was like in LA. Like, how big is LA
I assume that
versus?
It is. It's in the greater metropolitan area, but you can drive about 2 hours from the top of LA to the bottom of Orange County without, and you're in the city the whole time. But the way the cities are set up is different. Yeah,
Toronto is like that as well.
Yeah,
But I thought my whole life that the Rose Bowl and the Los Angeles Coliseum were the same place up until like a week ago.
Are you serious?
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Wow. As a diehard sports fanatic, you probably shouldn't admit that.
Well, they're fucking 30 miles away from each other. Fuck. Like,
Yeah. Well, one's USC's home field, and the other one is Upland's
up,
home
Nate
field.
Dogg?
So, like, two different schools.
yeah, but they both hosted the Rams at one point in their fucking existence.
Well,
so sorry for being fucking confused.
8 different stadiums hosted the Rams. Who the fuck cares about the fucking Rams?
Yeah.
LA
You're
doesn't
right.
even give a shit about the Rams.
You're right.
I just got a bunch
Nate
of
Dogg, are you still in sack?
I will say though, this stadium looks amazing. Like, this looks like such a cool place to go to a game. Like, it looks like it's right in the fucking forest. It's fucking dope. Very cool.
Rich G says LA is spread out. Well, at least LA's spread out, and it's a city the entire time it's spread out.
One more bucket out of our guy, and we cash that points bet. He's at 18.
Hey, so Rich G, I
Who's
see
at
that
18?
with the GPS on the ball.
Fournier.
The thing is, you'd have to have someone like when to click that he's down, so it's still almost the same thing.
Yeah,
Because
you need like a
GPS, but when does the knee go down? So
yeah, you need a sensor, and then you need a sensor in it, but it's not always the knee. It's the knee, the shoulder, everything. Right?
Yeah. So I mean, it's always going to be.
That's what Amazon is trying to do with the fucking next gen stats. That's what they're building towards, is having fucking the game not even being officiated by people.
Woodland, huh, Nate? That's cool.
If they get over their team total in the second half, but Jonathan Taylor doesn't go over in yards, that'll be 13 for my last 16 football plays on the show cashed.
Oh, don't worry. Jonathan Taylor's not going over that total in yards. But
yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
He might.
Overs are never dead, Ant.
Well, they're kind of, yeah, you're right. I'm not going to. Yeah, you're right.
Unders can die, but overs cannot.
He's going to need to break off a couple huge runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might. It depends on how this game works out and how much of a fucking idiot this Wisconsin coach is going to be.
Yeah, he needs 9. Can he break off like 2 40-yard runs? I guess it's possible.
I don't know if he's going to break off 40-yard runs, dude. Not against this Oregon defense. But
I mean, the kids.
So there's no pass threat at all. There's no pass threat at all.
Hold on, what was that, Jay?
He's running for like 240 yards in games. So a lot of those had to be like serious long runs.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I just I don't know. I think outside of, Michigan and Ohio State, Oregon is definitely the best team Wisconsin played all year.
What about
I disagree, but
Minnesota?
Oregon's better than Minnesota.
Oregon's better than Minnesota?
I don't know about that.
Why is that? How's that a
I
hot
would
take?
disagree.
Yeah, I disagree with
you
that.
know what I disagree with wrong almost the whole game, right?
What about Penn State?
Wisconsin didn't play Penn State.
They didn't? I thought they did.
Yeah, I
They
know
did
that
not.
was the first one that came to my mind too, and then I was like, oh, I don't think they played.
Yeah, they didn't
Oh
play.
yeah, just
I said
Minnesota.
outside of Michigan and Ohio State, Oregon's the best team that they played all year, and I do not think Minnesota is better than Oregon.
Well,
I don't, and I don't think
they played better against Auburn than Oregon did.
Yeah. Also,
That's
two different times of the season. That was the first game of the year.
What else are you gonna judge it on, though?
Yeah,
those
but
are their only common opponents, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got stand corrected a little bit when I said Minnesota was a fraud all year, but at the same time, I mean,
that's certainly not true.
What that I got
no, that Minnesota's a fraud. They're a really good football team.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I was saying Minnesota's fraudulent for most of the year, and like I'll take that back. They weren't fraudulent, but I don't think Minnesota's better than Oregon. And I don't think it's really a hot take to say that the Pac-12 champion is better than like the fourth best team in the Big Ten.
I mean, what the Pac-12 champion is? That's like saying I'm the best fucking seller.
I get it. The Pac-12. I get it. The Pac-12 is bad, but so is the ACC, and we all agree that Clemson.
But we're talking about a Big Ten team.
One of the number.
We're not talking about the ACC. And
no,
I mean,
but I'm like we go.
The Pac-12 champion is like saying I'm the best cashier at Walmart. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Well, Well, we all claim that the Clemson's one of the two best teams. Clemson's the national title game. We all think they deserve it, but at the same time, the ACC's complete horseshit.
Well, yeah, but they're proven though. They beat an incredible Alabama team last year. And they beat Ohio State this year. They've proved that they can beat the best.
I'm just surprised that we think it's a hot take that a top 10 ranked Oregon team that won the Pac-12 is a good team. Oh, wow. Anthony dropping the hot takes here. Says Oregon, who's ranked like number 8 in the country, is really good.
Again, you just misrepresent the story. You're so good at talking shit. I mean, like, who said Oregon's not that is a bad football team?
They're better than Minnesota.
Why? Because you said so?
I didn't know it was a hot take that they're better than Minnesota.
Minnesota's what did they lose? 2 games this year? They were in the top 10 in the country. They started the year 9-0.
We have to wait.
That doesn't mean
I'm talking about them like they're fucking Oklahoma State.
It doesn't mean that Minnesota hasn't played that many good teams this year, though, outside of Penn State, who they won, Wisconsin, that they got rolled by, and then there was that other game that they lost that I'm forgetting. Did they lose to Iowa? They lost the Iowa game, right?
I don't know. They have 2 losses on the year.
Oh, Iowa. They lost to Iowa, and they got rolled by.
They went 11-2 in the best conference in football in America this year.
Yeah, I think Minnesota's a good team. I've retracted their fraudulent statement from the beginning of the year. I just think Oregon's better than Minnesota. But
let's wait until the game is over and then let's.
But looking at the comments here, Paul Taylor, the sailor, says with self-checkout lines, I think I would be a top 5 for Walmart cashiers. Now, actually, I do want to defend cashiers here for a minute, guys. If you've ever been stuck in self-checkout lines, you should probably go, okay, maybe let's start having some respect for cashiers, because sweet baby Christ, the amount of people who are at self-checkouts who cannot figure out how to go beep.
So a team that went 11-2 in the best conference in the country.
I don't think Minnesota sucks, Jay.
It is worse than a team that also went 11-2 in the worst Power 5 conference in the country.
I think
how does 2-2 make 4 there?
Well, because the ACC is the worst Power 5 conference in the country. The ACC is worse than the Pac-12, Jay. You take Clemson out.
Oregon only exists because of perception.
You take Oregon or you take Clemson out of the ACC, they don't even have a top 25 team. I mean,
So the second worst Power 5.
yeah. I mean, I think Oregon is better than Minnesota. I think Oregon would be about a 4-point to 5-point favorite if they played each other.
Yeah, I would bet Minnesota in that game.
I don't know.
I mean,
what
I'm not saying I would bet
self
Oregon
checkout
go-
lines. I don't know
dude,
if I'm
no,
anti
seriously.
self checkout or if I'm pro self checkout.
I'm anti. First of
I'm
all,
pro.
I'm
I'm
anti
pro.
self-checkout.
I'm pro.
Al Mac,
Pro.
Max, are you anti self checkout or are you pro self checkout?
It really depends on the type of cashiers. I go to a store that has a bunch of old people as the cashiers. They love to talk to people in line. Drives me fucking crazy. Other places, they just want to fucking get you in and out. I like that. I don't want to have to fucking scan my own shit if I don't have to.
I like it because if you know how to use the
Everybody
machine, you
in
get a
the
fucking.
chat. I think Minnesota would wax Oregon. Minnesota would destroy Oregon. Minnesota would torch. Those are 3 adjectives by 3 different people to say how bad they think Minnesota would beat Oregon.
Yeah, and everyone in the chat was also telling me I was wrong about Texas the other night, and I said Texas money line.
Talking about self checkouts, I think I'm anti self checkout. I think, but
no.
I saw the new Amazon stores, which I think there's one in New York, where you just before you walk in the door, you just click, like you put your card up to the door. And you just you go in and you walk out with whatever you want. It automatically gets charged to that card that you scan when you walk in the door. You don't wait in line. You pick something up off the shelf.
They have that.
You just
all right.
leave.
So Von Polo says, I hate self-checkout.
They have that in Canada.
Another way. Hold on. Von Polo says, I hate self-checkout. Just another way to get rid of the human and put the robot takeover. And as probably the only person on here who has any experience working in the grocery stores as a grocery store manager, as I was in grocery management for about 8 years, I hate the self-checkouts because it's exactly right. It's a money grab by the retail industry. It takes away people's jobs. As somebody who had
I thought Amazon was so pro putting people to work.
It's fucking bullshit. Self-checkouts are bullshit. It is 100% only there for you to take away hours from your store. As I had to balance profit and loss sheets, I had to balance payroll for 8 fucking years, and we had when every time we put in new self-checkouts, our hours for cashiers would go down, and the entire purpose for self-checkouts was to eliminate cashier hours and to eliminate jobs. And that is all it is. It's a job killer. Everybody loves automation, except where's the replacement jobs coming from? It's the reason why Andrew Yang is pulling forth in the Democratic primaries when he's talking about when he's like ringing the alarm bells on all the automation that's going on.
You're taking 6 minutes to say I don't like self checkout, and somehow brought a presidential candidate into it.
Well, because you
have Yang
got to look at the big
3,300.
picture here. Like everyone goes, well, it's kind of convenient for me to go through this self checkout, or I just don't like the self checkout. But the big picture is what it is they're automating away jobs. Every self checkout that's put in is a cashier that's gone.
Rich said, if your job can be replaced by a robot, you need to reconsider your life choices.
Well, the majority of these jobs are being replaced by robots. Guess who's getting all their jobs replaced by robots within the next 10 years? Truck drivers are getting their jobs replaced. Customer service call centers are getting replaced. Like, they got robots talking to you now, and you don't even realize you're talking to a fucking robot at half these call centers now.
As long as fucking robots aren't going to take my job, which one day they might be able to bust your balls and say Stugatz and while you're giving away winners. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Jay, here's the problem, though.
Hold on.
It might ruin your ability to have a job because people are not going to be able to gamble on sports because they won't have any discretionary income because they won't have jobs.
Hold on.
That's a fair point.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
This is how you fix all of the problems that you're talking about. Is if you know how to use those machines and they want to charge you $9 for pistachios, you just remove it from what you're paying for and buy it, and now you have free pistachios. That's all you have to do. That's how you fix the system. That's how you take back from the companies that are trying to steal from people.
So you're saying just
Just
steal the pistachios?
It's not stealing. It's fucking operator error. And I don't work for them, so I'm allowed to be an operator error. They take in that.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I do it every fucking day.
I said, why do I feel like you've done this before?
I do it all the time. It's the best.
I do it
It's how
also.
you fucking get
Wait
back.
a minute.
Double D in the chat.
Wait a minute.
I do it also.
Yeah, check out
Explain-
Double D.
Explain what you're saying. I don't understand what it is you're saying.
So when I go to the checkout, just like Al does, I don't scan things. I just put them in my bag.
No, I scan, but then you remove them.
That
You
is
remove it
stealing.
from the list.
So that is stealing.
No, it's not. No, it's not, because it's operator error. I am now being given the power to operate this thing on behalf of the company,
No,
right?
it's stealing.
That's what they're telling me. No, it's not stealing. It's operator error. It's the
What
same
Max-
thing as if
What Max just said is theft.
Max and I just
what
Yeah,
he's
it's
saying.
stealing.
Yes, 100%.
Get-
What I do is not.
Can we just give?
What I do is
Can we give?
I remove it from the list. I scan
All right,
it and then remove
I
it.
think that everyone. I recommend everyone pay for all their groceries. We got to give credit to Double
Amen,
D.
Fred.
He said
No,
if the choice is.
no.
He said if the choice is a robot or talk to Ant, give me a robot.
Oh no.
When you place your bet at the casino, a robot. Yeah, I saw that last time I was up there at Will Hill. Like half the people were in line at the
Say I just put
Crum
it in my
UPS is going automated. That's why I left there after 20 years.
Yo, fucking little midget crook.
Listen, that's stupid. They're fucking trying to fucking fuck people over out of jobs. They should get fucked themselves.
Yes,
You gotta
I know.
and it's not stealing.
Jay,
It's not
you gotta
stealing.
security
It
guard
isn't.
there.
How is
It
it
is not
not?
stealing
How is
They
it
gotta
not?
see-
because the company.
An error.
the company
an
is
error would
giving you the
imply
power.
that you did it. The error would imply that you didn't do it purposely.
Correct.
Al.
Yeah,
this
but
is
they
how-
don't know that.
Al,
They don't. The only
is how
reason
you
you
know
know that is because I said it.
Al, this is how
The
I
only
know
reason
that
I
it's
knew know that is
stealing.
because I said it.
Al, this is how I can tell you it's stealing. If you did that in the grocery store that I worked at, we'd kick you out.
call it Costco.
Jay Peach
Because
says if
you
someone
were
steals
stealing.
your car when it's
But they
operator
don't-
error because you weren't there.
I mean,
But they don't.
fucking
But
steal.
they don't have loss prevention. That's the thing, is they don't have loss prevention either. To go with the no one is checking if I'm fucking doing this because they're not paying anybody. They're relying on my goodwill. And you know what? I have zero goodwill.
Says everybody gives thumbs.
Nate Dogg said he's gonna get a robot wife so he can turn her off when she starts nagging.
Amen to that, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at turning off humans too.
Amen to that. You get that robot wife.
Yeah, that would suck if we got replaced. Can you imagine Liveline with C-3PO and R2-D2?
I mean, that would blow.
That'd
Yeah.
be terrible.
He probably would know all the odds though.
I would just go back to fucking watching sports by myself.
That sounds boring, though.
No, because you're watching sports and yelling at the TV. So keeps you entertained.
Just short.
Meanwhile, we forgot to even mention this. They stopped running the ball to Taylor. They have this other guy, Davis, now because they're stacking the box and now they're faking the Taylor and then going with Davis to the outside. So if you're a Wisconsin backer, you're happy.
Corey's right. They are killing us on spots. 100%, Corey.
Michael Madden says, Ant, you should know that supermarkets count in theft and spoilage to begin with on their balance sheets. That is absolutely 100% correct, but it's a lot more complicated than that.
He's gonna take bong rips with his robot.
I'm not exactly going to. Yeah, I'm not exactly going to explain the long-term ramifications, but yeah, theft is still theft, and it does count against you. But yeah, they're
zero. No intent to theft, right? No intent because there's a machine, and then they don't pay for loss prevention. So
they have loss prevention.
I would never steal from. No, they don't, or else I would have been caught by now.
I don't know if that's the best argument.
Grocery store where I go, they don't have loss prevention.
It depends on what area you're in. I don't know. Maybe Canada's different, but I mean, if you're in like, how do I explain this?
Any of the 50 states.
Socioeconomic neighborhoods.
Yeah, they have more loss prevention than higher income neighborhoods. Yes.
True.
100%.
Well, I live in a nice area then.
I mean, if you do live in a nice area, there's a dramatically less loss prevention in your local area.
Al Mac, at the Parkdale No Frills, there's definitely loss prevention.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, literally,
I feel like you guys like scope all the stores now.
Like roasts. I saw this fucking one bitch. She fucking literally came in skinny, ran out the jacket full of fucking meat. You see the loss prevention guy grab her by the arm. As soon as she tried to fucking run away, he just slammed her to the ground, and the meat fucking stopped her from getting hurt. Fucking funny, bro. It's pretty fucking funny.
Ron Lopton says Al probably eats the free grapes in the produce section.
I eat a couple grapes in the produce section just to make sure that they're not.
Honestly, like a grape here and there doesn't matter.
I even eat fruit to go in the grocery store. So you know those fruit to goes that I always eat?
Oh, you should
take one.
Yeah, if you sample a few grapes or whatever, that shit doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, but I opened up a package.
All I'm saying is that you can't be against self-checkouts, but then also be against stealing from them at the same time. You have to pick a side. I picked a side.
Also, it's overpriced.
Listen,
all right,
I would never advocate stealing from somebody else, but a giant corporation that, just said, won't even pay their own.
Here's something you might not understand, though, is like the employees who work in that store, their annual bonuses are based off of their store's profitability.
No, we don't give our
if you're stealing from that store, you're fucking over those. Yeah, that $10 an hour employee who might be banking on him making his $500 annual profit share because his store hit their metrics might not get his $500 profit share and might not be able to buy his daughter her fucking birthday present because you stole.
Then they're on Cricket Wireless. Next thing you know, the daughter's on Cricket.
You're not paying the living wage, so you can't expect nothing. Galen Weston is one of the richest people in fucking Canada, and his bougie ass pays his fucking cashiers and his grocery staff minimum fucking wage. Don't give me that bullshit. Oh, I'm poor and I have fucking $3 billion in my family's fucking net worth. Okay, no. Sorry.
No, I'm talking about like the individual stores. If you're like a store in a massive chain, they have their own profit metrics that store itself has to hit, that the store management and the store employees are responsible for getting.
Yeah.
I don't think it works like
So
that.
you then hire cashiers to make sure that actual money goes over the table.
Yeah, I'll scan my
problem gets solved.
Take out the fucking machine.
Mr. Stubby wants to know if this is the Life Channel.
I'm just saying, like, Al, I'm just saying, you saying my stealing doesn't matter because the owner of the corporation's rich. Yeah, but that cashier or that stocker or that assistant manager, they're not rich.
Yeah.
And they are counting on their store to hit their profit numbers, their individual store profit numbers, in order to make their profit share bonus. And if
Can
they
we
don't,
bring this back to betting on sports somehow?
well, I mean, maybe we can have a bunch of savages in here who like to steal.
Hey, I like.
All right, yeah.
I
Let's
like
get back to betting on
Operator error.
Yeah.
I like free
All
things.
right. Well, we made some
All right,
we made some operating error with this conversation.
We'll go with operating error. Okay, we'll go. Max.
Ron Lawson says it sounds like a remake of The View.
Oh God! Never
Or-
mind. Let's shut up. We can't. We can't be.
Shit, I may have a
Dutch
live,
Boy says Ant is killing his high. You're killing Dutch Boy's high, Ant.
I may have a
I
live
mean,
loser. I gotta get out. Shit.
Max, you get it.
Exactly.
Max,
Yeah.
you got to
get
have
it.
a college basketball player that you want.
excuse me for standing up for the little guy.
It may lose. I don't know.
No, worse.
Maybe a loser. I don't know if I should give it out.
Just anything to get me back there on track.
How
I
is
don't care.
Kevin
Just-
Taylor
just
says
talk-
there's going to be a drone.
Just
following
talk
Al
about
Macarena.
sports.
All right, we'll get back
I'll
on
talk
it here.
about sports, you fucking mutt. All right, so Colorado State and Nevada. I'm pretty heavily invested in this game. Basically, how I'm looking at it, Adam Thistlewood is questionable tonight for Colorado State. That is probably their best three-point shooter on the team. I think that with Nico Carvaccio, he's going to have opportunities to be effective on the glass and scoring close to the rim. But with Jalen Harris, you have an elite athletic wing who can score at multiple different levels, take over a game. And with Jazz Johnson and freaking Lindsey Drew, I think you have solid guard play that'll get you enough three-point buckets. Home game, Mountain West Conference. I expect it to be intense, and I'm on them first half full game, and I took the game under. I'm going to go back to Josh Applebaum's stat of conference games in the 150s that moved down a point from the opener. Have a good percentage of going under full game, so I'm just going to keep on riding that like I did all of last year.
What number did you get the total at?
150.
That's what it is right now. And I'm sorry, I heard the breakdown, but the side was what?
It's Nevada two ways, first half and full game.
And what number did you get the full game at?
I think I got it at 5.5 at -116, and the first half at 3.5 -105.
Full game now -7. Would you stay away and try to get it live?
I would get it live. Yeah, I think that's always beneficial to get the number and look. And I used that situation in the Villanova Xavier game and got a plus. I got a -2.5 on Villanova. I think it's the smarter move.
All right, so we'll try to look. We'll try to look to get that live. Do you want to make the under 150 a play, or you want to wait, hold off, or something?
No, I'm actually watching this Greensboro game to see when I can jump on the total when it hits its highest point, and then take the under like we did in the previous spot that I put on the show.
-7. What's wow? -17.5 in that Greensboro game.
Live right now? No, I'm looking at the total 137.5. I have under 131, so I'm looking to get on it. I missed the 139, but my eyes are glued to the fucking screen right now.
Did you guys see the cops run onto the field there?
No.
I'm like a play behind, but when the guy who returned the kick and they got into like a skirmish there, both sidelines like converged for a second, and the police were running out onto the field.
I didn't see that.
It just might be getting heated down there. That fucking stadium is like I need to go to that stadium because it looks fucking amazing. It fits 90,000. It looks like it's super
old
cozy.
as shit too.
Yeah.
Isn't it crumbling?
It's all one level too, isn't it?
Is Tyler sleeping?
Yeah, it's all one level. Yeah.
I was looking at my
Oh,
phone.
you look like you're taking a nap there.
No, I was just looking at my phone. Waiting for our guy to score this last bucket. We got 8 minutes.
We got some interesting chat going on about the Baylor Georgia game. I don't know. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for everyone that Georgia was sitting, I'd say this is a slam dunk bet on the Bulldogs. But I mean, they got how many guys sitting down? I just got to stay off the game, especially since if I wanted to grab Baylor, I mean, I'd be getting how many points worse of the line?
Don't quote me on this, but I thought I saw 14.
14. Yeah, that's absurd.
I could be wrong though, and that could be complete.
You know, if I was staring at 3.5 points with Georgia and they weren't sitting all those guys, I mean, I'd hammer Georgia, but I can't back either side of this game because I think Georgia's better than Baylor. But what about the total though? I still think the under. I still just don't see a lot of points being scored in this game. I noticed the total's gone up though. It's up to 43 right now. It was about 41, 41 and a half.
Baby. Big fucking shock.
Can we get one more touchdown from? Can we get one more
sack?
Yeah, we get a touchdown from from Wisconsin, and we can have a 34-21 final.
Yeah, I bet Wisconsin. I bet Wisconsin on the money line about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
At what price? At what price?
At a
What price was that?
Too fucking expensive of a price.
Like over minus 400?
No, under that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking a look at that right now as well. And it's at minus 400 right now.
Yeah, I got better price than that.
Paul Taylor, the Sailor, got Baylor plus 7.5. Was that the opener on that game?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh man, he's got to be loving life with that CLV. If I had Baylor plus 7.5 on the opener, I would definitely come back the other way with Georgia and just enjoy life.
Well, look at the.
I want to take Baylor on the money line, bro. I think that's what I want to do. See how this game goes.
That's what I did.
I mean, I would have talked off taking Baylor on the money line. I mean, you're getting like what plus 150-ish, give or take 5 cents, right?
Is it that low?
I mean, if they're like about a 3.5 point dog, that's about plus 140 to 150 on the money line.
Wow, it's down to 3.5.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ! No, I'm not taking that at plus.
Yeah,
I'm not taking that at plus 145. I'll live bet the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there'll be so much more value live. Yeah, you can't bet this unless you're on the side of Georgia, which I would say I think you'd be nuts to bet Georgia in this game. But
that
the value
is so low.
Yeah,
the value is on Georgia.
42.5, huh?
I'm almost getting tempted by Georgia. I'm almost wondering if this is an overreaction. A program like Georgia has so many recruits that I don't know how much the drop-off is.
Could we confirm how many starters are not playing for Georgia? I'll be right back. I just got to
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, because when you think about exactly spread, when you think about that, right? Georgia's second stringers are probably 4-star recruits. Baylor's starters are,
or they could be 5 stars that just are freshmen.
Yeah, and Baylor's starters are what, 2.5, 3-star recruits?
Yeah.
I mean, Baylor doesn't have tons of skill position players.
Baylor recruits.
Yeah, but you guys gotta think about it in the way that
the number of regular contributors. They're missing 13 players. That's a lot.
That's tough. Yeah, it's tough. Is one of those things. Like I see the angle from both sides. It's like with Baylor, Baylor's a good team. You're getting points. Georgia's resting a lot of guys. It sounds tempting to grab Baylor, but at the same time, there's been so much line movement. You almost think Georgia's the play here. Plus, Georgia's second string guys are probably every bit as, if not more talented than Baylor's.
Of the 13, 6 were starters, 3 on offense, 3 on defense. I mean, I don't know these players. I could read them off. Why is there so many undisclosed? So 2 of them for NFL, 1's for academics, 3 are injuries, and the rest are undisclosed. That's really interesting.
Well, I bet you if you looked at all the pre-games that we'd see the same thing with undisclosed. It's probably because it's a game time decision on if the coach wants to let them play or not.
From reading the article, it sounds like they didn't even travel though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's different. But I have seen on all of these, I've seen undisclosed. All these games I've seen undisclosed.
Yeah.
Fuck, I will say this again. I need to go to the Rose Bowl. This place looks awesome.
Now Wisconsin's running the ball. Now they're running.
Well, they have to. They have no choice.
All right, we are going to. In 2 minutes, we're going to go over to the last video of the night, boys, for the Sugar Bowl video. On your way out, please like and subscribe this video. 125 likes. We appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you're not a member. And on the way out, just click those links for us, man. It goes a long way to ensuring that we will be here after the Super Bowl. So I'm going to send the guys. Oh, my God. Is that a fumble?
You got to be kidding me.
Is that a fumble?
I mean, Oregon emerged with the football, but they haven't made a play yet.
Yeah, he's pointing that way.
Did they confirm it? Yeah.
That ref's pointing that direction.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, my God.
Do we have to root for overtime in order to get him over his rushing yards?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I say overs are never dead, but I mean, that guy's on life support.
Well, they just jumped up to minus 200 now.
Who?
Now they're minus 160. Wisconsin.
What is the score of this game if they don't have any turnovers?
I would suggest if you're on Wisconsin big to jump on Oregon to get out of it. But that's just the way that I operate. You operate differently. Because there's still plus money on the Oregon side. And if you made a big bet, you can still get out of it now.
Oh, my God.
Fucking stream just went down.
All right, we're gonna move over to the last show for the day. We'll see you guys back after this.